Shalom. We're the real Hebrew Israelites, Great Millstone, Los Angeles, out here preaching on the streets of Inglewood. Before we get started, we want to give all glory and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rakakwadash.
All right, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well.
That's right.
Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect who are continuing to fight and teach this thing of ours in truth and sincerity. We're out here on another Saturday here in sunny California, okay, doing our reasonable service for the Lord. We're out here to preach His word and wake up the hopeful elect.
That's right.
All right, now this lesson from the Spirit, I want to go into, there are no free rides to the kingdom of heaven.
That's right.
Okay, you have to do the work, okay, in order to show and prove your faith, man. Now this lesson isn't what's the word? It isn't a rebuke as much as it is an exhortation to the sincere believers out there, okay? Because you do have a lot of sincere believers that may not know that it's their reasonable service to go out and teach this word if they understand the doctrine. And more importantly, okay, if you're able-bodied, okay? Because you've had various examples of believers who came out that couldn't walk, they've been in wheelchairs. You even have brothers out that are teaching in sign language, man. So there's no excuse if you're able-bodied, okay, to go out and teach this word.
And the only way you're gonna be an able-bodied is to have an able mind,
That's right.
an able heart to the Lord, because the Lord can heal. He can heal everything.
All your diseases.
Yep, that's right.
And like you said, it's not really a rebuke. In a sense, it is a rebuke because the doctrine is good for rebuke, exhortation, reproof. But really what it is positive pressure, like the brothers in Dallas say. We're pushing you in the right direction. It might be rough and tough, but we're pushing you in the right direction through the Spirit to come out.
Say, open rebuke is better than secret.
That's right.
Right, and this message is primarily for all you Akim, okay? Because this is towards the men, not the women.
That's right.
Okay, the men were set up to be the teachers of our nation. Okay, that's just the order of things.
Bro, and going into those women, not really speaking about you, but like the brothers mentioned, the Isaiah 4:1 thing, the women that are going to survive these troubles are going to find the men that are survivors. And the only men that are going to be survivors are the men doing the will and work of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai. That's what's going to get you. Lord's willing to take it out of here, man.
Right.
You got to do something. That's why the Lord said his yoke is easy and his burden is light. That means actual labor. The men that followed the Lord really went out and worked, doing the works of the Lord.
Right.
When he left, what did the disciples do? Just sit there? No, they went out, preached. They had a job to do. And not only them, but those that heard them had a job to do, spreading the gospel.
Now this lesson is primarily going out to those that are on our live streams and comment boards, putting up all these different precepts that actually go with the lesson. You guys aren't going off doing that, but the majority of you, when you go to your channel, you have no works of your own, okay? There's nothing wrong with supporting the brothers in the Akim that are actually doing the work, but you got to have works yourself.
That's right.
The fact that you understand this doctrine and you know these precepts, okay, that's a blessing from Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. You need to go out and put forth your own work, man. Put your own hand on the plow, okay? Could you bring that out?
This is Matthew 9 and verse 35. And Yahweh Shai went about all the cities and villages, teaching in their synagogues and preaching the gospel of the kingdom and healing every sickness and every disease among the people. But when he saw the multitudes, he was moved with compassion on them because they fainted and were scattered abroad, his sheep having no shepherd. Then said he unto his disciples, the harvest truly is plenteous, but the laborers are few.
All right. Now we know that Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai always deals with small numbers in order to glorify himself.
That's right.
And the same holds true now in these last days, in our last final captivity, where we've been in the worst case scenario as a people, man. Okay? For all of us to actually understand this doctrine, the apostles' doctrine, to understand and teach and pray to the names of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, you are required to go out and teach your people, man.
That's right.
You can't just sit on this knowledge or just leave a couple comments here and there and think that you did something, man. All right, that does not count towards your salvation.
That's right.
Now the balance, true indeed, there are going to be just some of those that are helps, okay, some of those that have a lesser lot in this thing. All right, but it goes by the understanding that the Most High is imparted onto you.
That's right.
Okay, if you understand this word, you need to go out and teach, man. It doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are. You've been given this knowledge and this doctrine in these last days for a reason, man.
That's right.
All right?
That's right.
I got a quick precept to go along with that.
Hey, finish that last verse.
Last verse, verse 38, it says, "Pray ye therefore that the Lord of the harvest, that he will send forth laborers into his harvest."
Woo! So a laborer is somebody that works, man. And this is the harvest, this is the work of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, so how much more important should you take this thing if the creator of the universe has imparted on you the knowledge to teach his people, man?
Yep.
Hey, that reminded me of Paul when he said some race for corruptible crowns. You think about a professional boxer, they in the gym day in and day out. You know, they eat, sleep, and shit. The gym, man.
Yeah.
You know, their whole mentality is towards that perfection of their craft. That's how you should be when it comes to the truth. You know?
Beautiful point, bro. Go ahead, Isaac.
This is Proverbs chapter 10, verse 5. It says, "He that gathereth in the summer is a wise son, but he that sleepeth in harvest is a son that causeth shame."
Hey, read that again and louder.
This is Proverbs chapter 10, verse 5. "He that gathereth in summer is a wise son, but he that sleepeth in harvest is a son that causeth shame."
Man, that's it, because it goes to show you that the labor is always there. You got to remember, in the ancient world, we would leave certain crops and fruits for the poor. But the poor literally had to go out there into the fields to get it. They didn't just sit there, unless it was like the man at the temple, remember?
Right.
He was asking for alms, but he couldn't really literally move. But then through the name of Yahweh Shai, he got up. He stood up and he's jumping, he's leaping, he's dancing. But it goes to show you it always takes work, action, labor to do something.
Hey, to your point, the lame man at the foot of the temple, Yahweh even checked him though. He was like, "How bad do you really want it though?
Yeah.
You want to be healed, but you're making excuses that people is jumping in the pool before you." But he's like, "How bad do you want it?"
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And then what did he say? He said, "You are well again."
Right.
He's like, "You better stay that way, or something worse gonna happen."
Worse gonna befall you.
And he pretty much told him, you better keep on the straight and narrow, or you're gonna be worse off than you was. And going into that, counting the cost too. Like you said, certain brothers gonna be helps to the prophets, and you may not be a prophet, but you gotta count the cost. Like, do you know what you involved in? Just because you writing comments on the board, hey, he coming for all of us, coming for our whole nation. So you gotta count the cost. Yeah. You may die for this thing. You never really even went out there, but you believe, and that's the danger to Esau's New World Order. So do you know what this is about? Like, you're a soldier. Even the farmers and the lame men, the old men, when the battle really came to them, they had to get swords and shields. And go, oh shit, we gotta protect our own if they come in here. We gotta be ready for them. Go ahead.
If I could just add real quick, you gotta keep in mind, Esau, he has all of our IP addresses.
Yep.
When we upload the videos and us watching these videos.
Yeah,
he
search
knows,
histories.
Yeah.
Hey,
search
through the
history.
spirit.
Brother, go ahead, Slap. Make his point.
No, I was just saying, hey, so why not fight? You already on the list. You might as well fight. Go out fighting.
We being followed when you, because personally, when I go to do a lesson, I go out. I don't do it at the crib. I go out in the streets, in the elements, and through the spirit, I have followers. I'm ready for it, bro. We're ready for the things to happen because this has to happen for the kingdom of heaven to appear. You know, we want this thing to fall apart. You want this thing to fall apart. You don't want to wake up every day doing the same shit, doing the same thing every day. You want something better than this place, man.
That's right. That's right. And you have to know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. And also, you live in a society that we're prophesying against. So the more it crumbles, the more it's going to affect your daily life. So you might as well, like you said, Ayan, go all the way. Yep. Fight, go hard. Yep. Go all the way in the paint. Like this brother said, you in the gym, you're like, fuck it, I'm going to take some hits, but fuck it, I'm going to get some hits back. Like this brother said, make him pay for that opening. If this thing is open for you to come into it, time is running out. You got to do something for the Lord. The Lord is like, what have you done for me lately? That's what the Lord is at.
Hey, you damned if you do, damned if you
No,
don't. Right, so you do.
Yeah.
I got this Proverbs 10:26. As vinegar to the teeth and as smoke to the eyes, so is the sluggard to them that send him.
Woo! So there's so many beautiful brothers on the comment boards, hey, but you gotta have content. You gotta have your own works, like the brother said, man.
Yeah, because that's irritating to the Lord, man. It's just like if you go to work and you being lazy, you ain't doing your job, you know, that's a quick way to get fired.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So how much more when it comes to this truth? You gotta actually go out and perform the duty, man. You just can't know what to do and not do it. You gotta be found working. You can't come back and be found not doing shit. You know? You can almost feel the irritation.
Right, that's the spirit. Because not only does the boss get irritated, the co-workers get irritated.
Yeah,
You're like, man, I'm working hard.
Doing this nigga job.
You gotta do double the work.
And we're in a grace period. A grace period is like the Lord's probation.
Yep.
All right, you miss work during that probation, you fuck up, they ain't gonna hire you.
Yep.
Right.
That's right, man.
That's right. Hey, that's beautiful. And I'm gonna let. Did you finish?
No.
I gotta make a point. Like the brother said, probationary period. You gotta. Every dude want the kingdom. He want the fly. He want the laser eyes. He want the women. But you gotta. Hey, we gotta establish the kingdom. Man.
Yep.
The kingdom is in you, but we gotta fight for this kingdom. Just like when we went into our land, Lord could have just gave us the land. The Hamites could have been just wiped out. But the Lord's like, no, you go in there and you war for it. You fight for it. It's already there, but you gotta go in there and get it. So that's what we do. We gotta go get it, man. You know how Jay said you gotta be a go-getter?
Yeah.
You gotta go get it, man.
And it takes a leap of faith.
Hey,
When you look at our ancestors, our forefathers, they all had to step out on faith.
man.
Yep, hey, niggas chase the bag. You say go get. Niggas quick to the bag. Quick to do some folly and some wickedness. You get it? Yeah, right?
Even on that level, you might want to get a bad little or a good little chick, but you still got to maintain that. You know, so you just can't get her and just hit it and whatever. You gotta, you know,
Put in the work.
spend money. Yeah, you gotta do
You
stuff.
gotta play your role now.
Hey, like you mentioned the woman. Are you really into this thing? This is the most beautiful woman you'll ever meet. And the woman looking at you like, you really on this shit. So she gonna move on. You know how our women is like. And that's how wisdom is, man. But you gotta step to it like, I got confidence. What you want? That's what brothers seen. We seen wisdom that, oh, that beautiful woman, let me go get her. Solomon said that. He said, I went forth to make her my spouse. But he had to put in work. He had to do things to get wisdom.
Hey, the Lord's liking us to a woman. So imagine a woman putting in work for you. You will love that woman. You're like, man, she's over here finding stuff. She's putting in the effort. You know what I'm saying? That's attractive. Man.
That's attractive, bro. Good.
This is Proverbs 25 and 13.
Hey.
It says, as the cold of the snow in the time of harvest, so is a faithful messenger to them that sent him, where he refresheth the souls of his masters.
That's it. You got to refresh the souls of the one that sent you, man. Like, that's why brothers is getting on, you know, the brothers on the comment boards. It's like, hey, the war is coming to us all, man. Are you ready for the fight?
Right.
Are you ready? The shield's up, you know? You got to be ready. You got to be ready to fight this war. Hey, fight the good fight of faith. It's a fight. Yeah, we know you, oh, shit. I don't know. I'm scared. I don't know if I can get out there. But, hey, the Lord just threw us out there. So what you going to do? You got all your armor on. Fight. That's where we at with it right now.
That's right.
That
I
was
got a
it.
quick three. Oh, sorry.
This is Revelation chapter 3, beginning at verse 15. It reads, I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot.
Dog.
So you're not hiding anything from us, man. The angels, the Most High, they know the works of each individual, man. You know, so hey, so yeah, maybe we went on your page and check you out. You're not trying to impress us, man. Okay, you're trying to put forth works in order to get salvation. That's the main thing, man. Salvation.
Man, that's the spirit, bro. That's the apostle to ours.
Yeah,
Top script,
yeah,
huh?
yeah.
That's what got a whole bunch of dudes like
I mean,
bugging out and shaking. That scripture right there, but who said it? Yahweh
Shai,
Shai.
read
I
that.
mean, I know that. Man, I know. Come on, you can't play the Lord. Go ahead, huh?
it says, I would thou were cold or hot.
Hey, choose one or the other. Do you want this weak, faggot ass, punk ass world that's gonna be destroyed, or do you want this kingdom that's coming? Right.
Yep.
You gotta want something. The Lord's like, hey, shit, do something. Shit, he want his faggot ass kingdom. He going hard for it, and we want our kingdom, and we going hard for that. So what you want? That's what the Lord is asking. What you want? Stop playing around.
It says, so then, because thou art lukewarm, and neither cold nor hot, I will. Oh,
It's like, or as Kasaja brought out during his precept, being a sluggard, man, being lazy. Okay, that's comparable to being lukewarm. That's not saying that you don't believe, but you obviously not putting your best foot forward, man. The Lord requires much from us, man, especially with the knowledge that He's given us. Okay, we can't just sit on this or keep our talent in a napkin, so to speak. Okay, how are we going to find out what our talents are in this truth if we never step out on faith to do the work that's required of us, man?
Or we don't open up the napkin. You know,
They double up.
You know?
They double up. Yeah. All in. All in.
Ain't no call or fold, no. You're putting everything in. Like Elder Zion used to say, we not putting our eggs in different baskets. We putting all our eggs in one basket, man. We gonna cash out, man. You know, it ain't even the thought we gonna fall flat. No, we gonna cash all the way in, man. You know?
It says, I'll start from the top. That one says, so then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth.
Okay, so the Most High is not going to deal with you, man. Yahweh Shai is not going to deal with you. Okay?
That was it. I got it quick. It's 1 Corinthians 3:8. It reads, now he that planteth and he that watereth are one, and every man shall receive his own reward according to his own labor.
And that's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. And according to your own labor, that means the Lord is requiring you to do something to forward this ministry. That's not saying that you got to have the same portfolio or repertoire as the apostles. No, they've been given their own lot. Do what's sufficient for you in the spirit, man. You know? But it has to be something. Okay, it has to be something. Just typing precepts on the keyboard is not going to do it, man. If that was the case, we'd all be doing that.
That's right.
Okay?
Yeah. That's like you sharpening your sword. Like you know how to sharpen it, get it ready. But do you know how to use it? Will do you know how to stick it through a man's heart?
And you know what? Why people hate internet gangsters so much is because they wouldn't say the same shit to you in person than they'll say to you on the internet. That's like the same spirit that you is if you on the keyboard with it, but you ain't coming out.
Yeah.
You was sad over the internet where it ain't no consequence, but you won't come out here and proclaim it. You know,
Because Jake still care about what people think
Yep,
about you.
that's right.
What
That's
the
it.
wicked, evil ass people of this world think about you.
Yep.
Fuck what they think.
That's
they
right.
want to, get a little embarrassed about coming out here in garments, standing on the street corner.
Yep.
But this is the
They
war.
got the edge up, so now they, niggas laughing.
Hey,
Fuck these niggas, man.
Jake is embarrassed.
Hey, Jake is embarrassed, but like, hey, what are y'all was trying to say? If you are ashamed of him in this wicked and adulterous generation to proclaim him, he gonna be ashamed of you, man, in that day.
What's more shameful than being a nigga? Look at your people, man. What's more shameful than what's around you?
Look at where we at.
Look at the way niggas dress. They wear their pants.
Right.
They fucking sag.
Ass out.
Yeah, look at what they believe in. They celebrate their fucking birthdays.
Yep.
They all into silly shit. They in love with whores.
Yep.
Who cares what they think?
Yep. Hey, niggas right now at Coachella celebrating a bunch of faggot ass rappers, man. A bunch of niggas that don't even make good music. Just a bunch of sounds and moaning and shit, man. You know, trannies and shit. All these niggas fuck with trannies. And this is who y'all care about being approved by? Fuck these niggas, man.
Hey!
Ain't worse than being a fucking nigga.
Right.
You know?
I got something real quick. This is 2 Timothy 4:2.
Man.
Preach the word. Be instant in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine.
Yeah, man.
So what was the first thing that scripture said? Preach the word. That means you got to do something. Hey, read that again, bro.
2 Timothy 4:2. Preach the word. Be instant in season, out of season.
Hey, preach the word. Be instant in season, out of season. You got a good warfare, man. If you get sent out and your captain, your commander say you got to go there and attack this place, you got to do that.
You can't say, oh, I don't know about that, boss. It's raining.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, what?
They ain't gonna be able to, Come on, man. You can't be a part of the battalion and don't know what to do. You can't be at the job and not know your craft. You gotta know what's going on. A lot of dudes just jump in, hearing about the great wonders and treasures and glory that's gonna be at the end of the war. But like my man, what's that dude? Crassus said to his son in Spartacus, he said, there's many boys that enter war, but only a man shall be found at his end. So, hey man, a lot of dudes can jump into this thing, but only the men gonna be found at the end of this war. You know, untouched, you know, chiseled, fine gold at the end.
Yeah, that's like that ancient world mentality. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that's what happened with Alexander. He was thrown into a war as a quote-unquote young boy.
Yeah, his father just threw him out there.
Or even with the Spartans.
Yeah.
They were sent out on that walkabout, and they couldn't come back until they were basically a man.
Yeah,
Ultimately, King David.
Yeah.
That's the first one that came
he said, Leonidas said it wasn't fear that gripped him, but he had a heightened sense of things. He seen that wolf, and he had to go. He had to back up, like he was out there, like, oh shit, ain't nobody else out here. Can't nobody else kill the wolf. But he found a way. He went into that narrow corridor, and the wolf came, right through him. And that was the same tactic he used against the Persians, that the hot gate. They're like, they come through here, and their numbers won't count for nothing. Hey, that's weird, because every other camp is concerned about numbers and shit.
Right.
We don't give a fuck about that. Get your shield, get your sword, and get out there and fight. You know?
If I could share a quick point about this scripture, it said be instant, in season, out of season. When you go into the word instant, it means be ready. Season is dealing with the weather, but also when you go into the word season, it means convenience. And that's the problem with a lot of jail. It's not to their convenience. They're not comfortable being outside of their comfort zone, stepping out on faith and coming out. But that's what's required. You got to be uncomfortable. That's what a man does. Like you mentioned the example in the movie 300. Leonidas, he found a way to get that wolf. That wasn't comfortable, but that's what had to be done. So we got to do what we need to do to usher in this kingdom.
Hard times make strong men.
Man, that's it, bro. And only great men forge a legacy, man. They forge forward for the future, man. What we're doing, it don't seem like nothing to nobody. They gotta bring it out. The foolishness of preaching.
Right.
To say them that believe them will bring it out. But it looks foolish to our people. But y'all know what the hell is going on. Hey, it seemed foolish for Alexander to go up against the Persian and Medial Empire. But he took it down because it was foretold that he was gonna take it down. Us coming up, right now it was foretold that this was gonna happen. But it was started long ago by our Lord, our Savior, Yahushua Mashiach. He said, hey, I've overcome the world. This is already done. You already got victory. So it's like, that's it. Come on now, we already won the war, so what's the point of not fighting? Fight!
I do.
Bring that out here,
Okay, let me bring it out real quick. Got it. Now this is the book of 1 Corinthians 1 and 21. And it reads, for after that, in the wisdom of Yahweh, the world by wisdom knew not Yahweh. It pleased Yahweh by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe.
Foolishness of preaching. That goes to show that, as the brother Uriah brought out, the Most High could have easily snapped his fingers and woke up the elect. But that's not the way this movie was written, man. He requires us to go out and actually physically preach and teach his word. And it may appear foolish. Even the Most High just said it, through the foolishness of preaching. But as the scriptures also say, obedience is better than sacrifice.
Woo! That's it, bro. That's it.
This is
That was it.
This is 1 Timothy 6, 11 and 12. It says, but thou, O man of God, fly these things and follow after the righteousness of goodness.
Read it again.
This is 1 Timothy 6 and 11 and 12. It says, but thou, O man of Yahweh, Bashim El-Shai, flee these things and follow after righteousness.
Hey, you brothers on the comment board, flee this world. Fuck it, it's crumbling, it's through, it's done. I mean, what is the order that the Lord gave? Like, say the army's coming at you, you got fucking cowards fleeing and shit, and they throwing down the shit. Oh shit, please! You're like on Quiet on the Western Front. They ran out there, they flamethrowed his ass. Like, oh shit! You think fucking giving up and cowering out is gonna save your ass? No, fight. The Lord gave us one order: hold the line, shield, wall. You just hold the line. They shooting arrows, they throwing shit at you, but that shield wall ain't breaking. Cause every brother know, like, okay, I can't break this, bro. I gotta protect this, bro. I gotta protect this, bro. I gotta protect me. And every other brother got the same mind, one mind.
Hey, going back to that movie, when the guy was, his comrade was wounded, you know, he's gonna lose his legs and shit, and he was getting weak. He grabbed him, he said, bravery for those of us who didn't make it. But he was saying that like you gotta hold your fucking line. Don't pussy out, don't cower now.
Yeah.
Everybody dead, so that give you more of a reason to
fight.
go out there and fight, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Damn. That's it. Good, huh?
Just going back to 1 Timothy 6 and 11. It says, but thou, O man of Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai,
Oh, man of Yahweh, by Shem Yahushua, you gotta remember you a man of the Lord. If you truly serve the Lord, do his will. Don't be playing around. But you serving this world, you serving your woman, you serving your own belly, or are you serving Yahweh by Shem Yahushua? We serve Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. Everything is based around what Yahweh by Shem Yahushua told us what to do. Women say, well, Saturday, let's go Disney World and shit. No, fuck that. Yahweh by Shem Yahushua told me to preach on Saturday. I can't do it. Oh, but you got a job in it? Sorry, can't get the job. I gotta serve the Lord. Oh, but please do. Nah, hey, Lord told me to do this. I can't. I gotta put that to the back burner and put this first instead of putting everything else first and this to the back burner. No, you can't do that. Remember that?
flee these things,
Flee these things.
and follow after righteousness,
Yeah.
goodness,
Oh,
faith,
Ooh.
love,
Oh.
patience, meekness.
there it is. These are the traits that you get from the truth. These are the traits that our power has. Patience. He gives you faith. Our righteousness is of the Lord. Yahweh Shemashai, not of ourselves.
Hey, these are all masculine traits, though. If you pay attention to them, you can't be a bitch ass dude and be in the truth, man.
Man,
That's the
not
thing.
do
It's comfortable for Jake to be at home.
Yep.
On their computer.
Damn.
Doing what, that's
Hey,
comfortable.
where's the house? Who's the house for?
The woman.
The woman.
That's because these niggas, they under the Queen of Heaven spirit, man. You know? They want to live the lives of an Epicurean rather than a Stoic.
Hey, that's it.
Message.
Hey, and it's funny because it said an effeminate or effeminate shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven, man. This is the kingdom. The kingdom is the brothers. A brother is a gateway to the kingdom.
That's right, man.
Just like the kingdom of heaven that's going to be built, it said the names of the disciples are going to be on the gates. Each gate is going to be for the tribes. But if you're going to enter into this, only real men going to enter through these gates.
I mean, the examples that the scriptures give on how we should conduct ourselves is all throughout the word, man. Like the school, what does it say? Seek ye first the kingdom, and all these things shall be added. And you don't think the Lord knows you need a job or a roof over your head or gas for your car? You keep this work first, man. The Most High gonna take care of everything else. He knows what's needful for us, but you got to step out on faith, man. You know.
Verse 12, it says, fight the good fight of faith.
Boom, it said fight. The good fight of faith. You got to fight. You got to
You gotta duck.
You know, like you might get hit. Oh shit, I got hit. But you gotta keep going, man.
But but the beautiful thing, a man loves to get hit. You have to be able to get hit from all angles, because this shit, man, you being hit from your mama, your daddy, your girlfriend, your babies,
Satan.
Your own mind. Your own mind
Hey,
is
that's
gonna fight your
that's
ass.
the most important element in fighting, man. Mental.
Woo!
It's all mental. Most of it's mental. You getting tired and shit. You done ate a left hook. You want to give up. You know?
Right.
But you gotta keep going.
Yeah, mentally, are you all in? Because any nigga can jump out there, like, jumping and shit. But are you mentally in there?
Yep.
The other dude, he giving it all he got, but he looking pretty and shit. You mentally, all right, that's cool, all right. Bow, get his ass. You wait for the open, boom,
Hey.
he's down. They're like, oh shit. Everybody thought he was the champion, but you the
Now
champion
you
because
hit him with the
mentally,
arrows.
you was all the way
and
Get his ass.
and like when Mike Tyson first got his fight, when he fought this guy Trevor Burbick, he was mentally prepared, but Tyson was more. He was a 20-year-old boxer, and he went out and knocked that nigga out in the first round, first 30 seconds. He wasn't mentally prepared for the fight.
Yep. Hey, Nick Saban got a proverb where you say everybody got a game plan until you get hit in the mouth.
There it is.
And
Ain't your game plan gone.
And to your point, there's a saying, when you get hit, your mind only registers two things: either back the hell up or get the hell in.
And that's the spirit, huh? The brothers on the convoy, either back the fuck up and go, or get in. You gotta, hey, come on, man, and get in where you fit in. And like the brother mentioned instant a few moments ago, to be ready. What's the elder Mwazazak always tell us? Hey, stay ready.
so
You ain't gotta get
ready.
We already ready, man. We
Hey,
ready
that's-
for the battle.
In
That's
the real
the
way.
spirit. The brother brought up that example because you know how when we train we be doing that blocking drill.
Yep.
I was going with a brother. The brother got me clean right in my nose. It went numb. And what you said, instead of like backing up, something in me, it made me press forward.
Come
Like
on.
really get in there. Hey, that's true.
Hey, soldiers march.
Yeah, hey, that's us when we catch hell. We go harder in the spirit. We pray more. We fast more. We do more videos.
Yep. I got a couple of quick ones.
Let me finish this off with the
Brother gonna finish out, and you gotta consider.
This is 1 Timothy 6:12. It says, "Fight the good fight of faith.
Woo!
Lay hold on eternal life."
That's you gotta lay hold on eternal life. It's like an enemy trying to get away and shit. You under the bodies of dead motherfuckers. You grabbing them like you ain't go like Jacob grabbed Eve. Like where the fuck you going? You gotta grab this word like that. Like where you can't let it go.
Yep.
You can't let it go, man. If you let it go, you's weak as hell, man. Don't let it go.
Continuing on, it says, "Whereunto thou art also called."
You are called. See, this call went out to our whole nation. But preferably first and foremost to who? The men. The men are the ones that gotta fight the wars, they gotta pave the way, they gotta build.
Yep.
But if you ain't trying to build this kingdom, the Lord gonna discard you. Because he's like, I got the number. I already got mine, but are you that? Lord's giving all Jake a chance, man. And a lot of Jake want this world, they're gonna be destroyed with it. Because they're enemies of the Lord. We're fighting for the Lord. We look like clowns to them, but hey, they're gonna be the clowns in the end.
That's right.
It says, "Hast thou professed a good profession?"
You gotta profess this as your profession. Hey, what you do, man? I'm a ball player, I'm this. That shit is weak. What did you do? Oh, I serve the Lord. Everybody gotta step back to that. Oh, shit. You serve it. Yeah? And then we show that we serve the Lord. We don't have to say nothing. We don't have to have fucking purple on, Mark, Jock.
We left the church.
We just show those around us, oh shit, they really are.
Hey, and when people meet you in a private life, the first thing they assimilate you with is the Lord. That's the first thing that God bless you, or and keep fighting faith, faith brother, or whatever it is, man. They think of the divine when they meet brothers, man.
That's shit, yeah. God, man,
It says, let me read it again, verse 12. It says, "Fight the good fight of faith. Lay hold eternal life."
Hey, but how did the populace of Israel know David? After what he did with Goliath, he killed Goliath, and then he fought the wars for Israel. Everybody knew David. Oh shit!
Right.
Saul killed thousands, but David tens of thousands. So people gonna know that you're a soldier for the Lord because you fighting the wars. Hey, because when you a soldier, you just fight. He's like, this is my job, this is my duty. But people see you afar off. They're like, damn, your own reputation preceded you. Like, damn, like my man General Grievous, Anakin Skywalker. I thought you would be a little older. Yeah. Because he's like, by your name or your reputation is everybody. He was like young as hell, like, oh shit.
Yep.
But he was doing his thing.
They weren't known for what they typed on the keyboard
Yeah.
or for talking about what happened.
Yeah.
They were known for what they did.
Woo! That's it.
Action.
Man, that's it.
It says, "Whereunto thou art called, thou hast professed a good profession before many witnesses."
Whoa, you gotta be out there for people to see you. How they gonna see you on the convoy? They ain't gonna know who 7-7 whatever the hell Israel for life or some shit.
Yeah.
They don't know who that is. They don't know who that is. But they know that brother. They know who the Apostle Tahar is, the Apostle Bar, Apostle Rakab, Apostle Ramla. They know who the elders are. They know who brothers are. And brothers ain't trying to be seen, but it's like, okay, that's what they do. They always out there.
Your reputation precedes.
There you go, the reputation. You know, be mindful of your name. Like, who are you? You're Israel. What does Israel mean? He, Prince of Power, man. Everybody gonna eventually see the Prince. He gonna ascend to the throne. So people gotta see us. They gotta see us not for us to be seen, but for the Lord to be seen.
Yep. I got a precept. This Sirach 2:12.
No, you good.
Woe be to the fearful hearts
Oh,
and faint hands.
Oh, the Lord really hates that spirit because the elder ones always brings it out on Apocalypto. The dude's pops told him like, man, hey, what you see on them people? So, I don't know, shit. I just seen some people. Like, what did you see on their face? He's like, fear. is a fucking disease. It spreads. It gets on everybody, man. And the Lord didn't like that spirit. Like, your ass afraid, go home. Only the real warriors gonna stay on the battlefield. And I don't need a lot of people. I only need a little small number. I'm gonna get this thing popping.
Yep. You should be afraid for what the Lord gonna do to you if you don't.
Nah.
You know? Niggas' mind ain't in the right place. Man.
Hey, the Lord gonna have a decimation real soon. Just like the Romans, they had a thing called decimation, where if the men on the battlefield cower before the enemy, their commander will be like, all right, decimation. You get that black stone, your ass is gonna get killed by your own men because you a fucking coward. You cowered in the face of the enemy, you cowered before your commander. I ain't gonna let none of you live because you niggas ran off the field.
And that's dangerous. That's dangerous during the war because, as you said, fear is a disease, man. That can affect the whole platoon, man. You know?
Talk about what you saw and shit. Yeah. I saw his head was gone. Like, nigga, shut up, man.
Hey,
He was
Pastor,
giant.
When you keep reading, it backs up the point you made about what you should be scared what the Lord will do.
Woo!
Yeah.
That faint hands and the sinner that goes two ways.
Oh, faint hands, and that goes into keep not thy sword back to blood. Yeah, you gotta take up the sword like my man Jon Snow and shit. With the battle of the bastards and shit. He seen that whole army coming. He's like, these dudes behind me ain't coming. But he just threw it out, and they was coming at him. But then in the midst of the battle, he's protected, bro. Shit was getting thrown out the way. Oh, he's ducking. Bah, but he was out there.
Yep. Hey, that made me think of being lazy too, man. You know, being faint to do something.
Oh, damn.
You know, you ain't up for it. This thing you making up excuses to let it hold you back and shit, man. We all battle this same demon. You know, this ain't nothing uncommon to what we got to go through. But the difference is we make ourselves do it all through the spirit, man.
Hey, don't the scripture say, put not off the Lord?
They.
Bro, that's a weak ass spirit, man.
Turn to the Lord.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right.
And then through the spirit, everybody got their strengths and weaknesses. You know, you might not be the smartest person, but to have faith in the Lord, man, that's beautiful, man. Just to let people know, hey, man, I believe, man.
And the Lord said he's strong in weakness. You know?
Hey, and to put it in a further context, we're not telling you guys to go out there and be the best teachers in the nation of Israel. Okay, Apostle Tahar himself said, if you understand one or two scriptures, you're required to go out and teach them.
That's the spirit, bro. That was the video that got me out there. He's like, we don't need no fucking cheerleaders, man. I remember that. The Apostle Tahar, we don't need no fucking cheerleaders. If you know 4, 5 scriptures, get your ass out there, man. And the spirit gonna get in you like, I gotta do something. It's just like when men went to war in the ancient world, they were like, oh shit, I'm ready. They knew like, if I stay behind, I'm a fucking coward. I gotta go fight for my people. I gotta go fight for my nation. So this is the most, I don't know, man.
And
They even the
fight
word for
your
it.
family. You know, a lot of soldiers, they have families, and they know if they don't go fight, their family might get.
Yeah, that's right.
They same with us. A
Yeah.
lot of us, we not just fighting for ourselves. The brothers, we also fighting for the families we got.
And just to throw it out there, you might see brothers and be like, man, that's really powerful. I can't do it like him. But don't try to be like the next brother. Just do what you can do. Do what you can do, man.
Oh, yeah, will in mind. That's all it takes is a will in mind. I remember when we watched the apostles, brothers seen the apostles, brothers like, man, how they jumping to get the script like, but we wanted like, oh, man, if I could just one scripture, that's enough for me, Lord. But the Lord's like, hey, he's willing. I can work with him. Boom, grabbed you up out of the world, and look where you at now. Like Mike Holland said, whatever you've been doing to get you this far, keep doing that. What got you this far? Faith. Yeah. Believing in the Lord. Like, Lord got everything. Like this brother say, everything is already done. You just got to take that next step.
You just gotta take that leap of faith. That's what it is. Because your faith is gonna get you. Like the brother said, you may not be the smartest guy, but what's gonna make you smart is your faith in the Lord.
Every part of the body is needed. What the hell is going on, man? Anyway, every part of the body is needed. You don't think the pinky toe is needed? To most people, weak ass pinky toe. But you need your pinky toe. You need your big toe, man, for balance. You need an ear. You need eyes. You need a nose. You need the eyelashes and shit. shit.
Hey,
Not proud.
even going even deeper, like you say, you need eyes, like you need your pupil, man.
Yeah.
You need the little blood vessels going to connect. You know, certain, even the small things, what you good at might seem small to you, but the Lord gave you that ability for a reason.
That's
man.
enough.
It might be that whenever you're around brothers just feel better. That's your gift, man. You're supposed to embrace that.
Your medicine.
Yeah, you medicine,
Hey,
man.
like the brother said last week, me and the brother Hook after camp, and he said, man, your spirit is healing. And that, to me, I was praising the Lord, like, let me heal what you want me to heal. Because we all have, the Lord created us for His purpose.
Right.
His purpose is for call upon His name when you in a time of trouble. When you're in a time of trouble, you keep calling His name, the Lord gonna give you every goddamn thing you need, bro.
That's right,
Everything.
man. Yep.
Everything, bro. Good.
And the sinner that goes two ways.
You can't go two ways. The Lord knows. And we all sinners. We all through, bugged out. But we know, okay, I'd rather get my ass whooped by the Lord and make it through the fire than not get my ass by the Lord and be thrown in the fire.
Damn.
The hell, you know, there's two sides. Lord, like, which one you gonna choose? You gonna
Hey.
bitch made, die, or you gonna be a soldier and might be saved? I'd rather be the might, like he gave it his all.
Right.
You know, he gave it his all, like he went through. You know.
And King David even said that, just back you up on your point, when he went off and sinned, the Lord asked him to choose his punishment.
Oh, yeah,
He said, I'd rather fall into your hands than fall into the hands of men.
Yeah, man.
You know, so just back you up.
That's the spirit.
That's
bro.
also a part of renewing your mind. You gotta cleanse yourself daily, man. You can't just sit there and stay dirty. You know?
Right.
You keep cleaning yourself, man.
That's right.
Steak and shit.
Don't just
Good.
accept being through.
Right.
Yeah, don't accept being through. The Lord made you through so that you can know who to go to. The Lord did all this, man. He said, I did this to you, but now I'm giving you a way out.
And
Choose that way out.
Hey, that's a hook right there.
that goes into watch, keep reading. I get to that point. Losing
Woe,
patience.
woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not.
Weak-minded. You can't be weak-minded. Lord wants you having a strong mind. We have to have the mind of who? Of Mashiach. Because your own mind is weak, it's ugly, it's evil, it's wicked above all things. Who can know it? But the mind of Mashiach is kingdom. You know, vengeance. You know, order, peace, being one with the Father. The Father's will. That's the mind of a Mashiach. It's the Father's will, whether it be by life or by death. Like Paul said, it don't even matter. That's a soldier's mind. Like, fuck, I might die here, but I'm gonna take these motherfuckers with me. Like my man, Monk Gyatso. Like, remember he had all them firebenders dead around him. He used like an illegal airbending move. He made a fucking air ball and sucked all the air and oxygen out of the motherfucker and fucking killed them all, including himself. But he had to do it to save his people.
He aired him out.
He aired him out. He aired him out. You know? Hey, the Lord will do that to you if you on the comment board. He'll suck the spirit, the air out your ass and kill you if you don't use what he gave you.
Therefore shall he not be defended.
Oh, you ain't gonna be defended. Lord, this dude is a coward. I ain't about to defend no coward. Now, if you on the field of battle, brother gonna jump and shoot you with that shield. The arrow's coming at you. You probably like, you know, like your back is turned. Somebody coming with an axe, boom, brother blocks it. But you on the field of battle to be protected. If you at home and shit, and they burning your goddamn house down, like they can't even defend your house. You seen the men outside, and you didn't go out there and fight and protect your home.
Man.
So the Lord's like, man, this dude won't even protect his own goddamn home. How is he gonna fight for me?
Right.
Go ahead, huh?
Woe unto you that have lost patience.
Hey, destruction unto you that have lost patience. Like, you don't think the Lord will destroy these assholes right here? But he's subject to his word. You don't think we want to fucking just, man, laser eyes, like bulletproof every day? But we got to hold out.
And going back to the brother's point a little earlier about just accepting, you know, being through and shit, that goes into losing patience.
Man.
Where you just like, well, fuck it, I'll let them brothers do that. You know, I'ma just kick back here and be on the keyboard.
Damn, bro.
Not old
Bro,
like it is
That's
them.
losing
Patience,
patience.
patience is a manly virtue. To suffer and to endure and shit. A woman can't. I need an epidural. Like, nigga suffer, man. Hey, we gotta get our ass kicked and whooped. But hey, man can suffer through it. Like, all right, Yeah, yeah, all right, cool.
Yeah,
You can wait it out.
And that don't mean it's fun, okay?
not
But
fun.
we've been given the different tools to endure and to overcome that, man. Such as prayer, you know, supplications to the Most High, charity amongst the brotherhood, man. You know, all these things help us for not only forward the ministry, but help us beat the afflictions of just everyday life, man. We go through the same trials and tribulations as the next man, only it's increased when you come to this truth, because now you got to deal with the spiritual aspects that come with that, man. You know? And we're held accountable for everything, man.
That the ministry be not blamed.
And what will ye do when the Lord shall visit you?
So when the war really gets hot and hectic, like, oh, you been hearing the sound of the trumpet, nigga been drinking like the ball and shit, just chilling. And this dude, the ball was so bugged out, he didn't even know that David and 400 men was about to come waste his whole fucking house. If it wasn't for Abigail stopping David and his men, that nigga would have been through in his house. And all those that pissed upon the wall. That's a lot of you dudes. Not saying that's you in particular, but the ball's name means what? Fool. So you don't think the Lord can be with you? You don't think the Lord can't guide you to make you be as great as you want to be through the Spirit? If you can see it and believe it, the Lord is going to make you achieve it. That's right.
Hey.
You gotta believe though.
Faith as a mustard seed, man. If you don't believe that the Lord will do anything for you, you ain't got no faith.
Hey, that's confidence. Even women love confidence. Like, I like him because he just stepped to me and shit. And I got So if you ain't got no confidence to get from behind the keyboard, come on now.
Hey, the last part of that scripture, what will you do when the Lord comes to visit you and lays out all your works?
Hey, and that's not just for you out there. Hey, we got to ask ourselves that same question, man. Especially since we've already put our hands to the plow, you know? The scriptures say that we can never go far enough, man. That's part of the fear of the Lord. Because just being out on these streets, man, that's not enough. We don't know if we're chosen. That's why we got to keep going, man.
Hey, but we're pretty much looking at our name though. Like, what does our name mean? He, Prince of the Power. Like, hey, Lord was willing, we're those men. But hey, it's gonna go down. It's gonna be written in the Chronicles that they went out. They strove for it. They at least went for it.
Yep.
Even though we might fall and die trying, at least we gave it the effort, man. I'd rather go out like that than never having gave it no effort at all.
Just think about it. We come out here every weekend. We do our videos every day. We do our studying and our praying, and we still feel like we're not doing enough. But that's the spirit to be in.
It is, yeah.
That's the only way. We all standing here, you know, nervous, hoping that we make it.
Hoping, bro. Hey, quiet on the Western Front, like this brother said, what is it? It was a war of attrition, right?
Yep.
It's like you gaining ground and you losing ground. But you gaining ground again. And that's how it feels like every day in this battle. Like you gaining ground and you losing, like God. You gaining again. Like,
Attrition goes back to also whoever basically loses hope. Because you keep on sending troops knowing that they gonna die, but it ain't even about their death no more. Now it's about just racking up numbers. Whoever run out of men first, man.
Whoever quit first.
Whoever quit first, basically is where it goes to, man.
Yeah, that's the spirit, because really, the Lord knows his men. He's like, I know whom I have chosen. They gonna get it done, because Yahweh Shai got it done. So the men that's with him gonna get it done by any means necessary. But then you got Esau on the other hand, got robots and all type of shit. All that shit gonna fail. And we believe that is gonna fail. Like this nigga E wasn't written that he gonna win. It's written that he gonna have great power, but he ain't gonna win. And we know that. We ain't got no power at all by ourselves. But with the Lord, we have all power. That's true power.
Quick insert.
When Jacob wrestled the angel, he didn't quit. He kept going.
Is that not who you from? You're from Jacob, man. Who made him great?
He's like, I'm not gonna let you go until you give me my blessing.
You bless me.
Hey, that's how we know we're Israelites. Cause every Israelite has that trait from our forefather, but the difference is we doing it for Yahweh Bashir, Yahweh Shai. Jake out there, he got fighting for his corruptible crown or whatever craft or activity he into. You know, you see Jake on Skid Row, but they still pushing, still fighting. But we in this truth getting fucked up, and we still fighting and pushing.
Yeah, that's it. You had something,
Yeah, quick insert. So St. John, 1 John chapter 2 and verse 14. It says, I have written unto you, fathers, because ye have known him that is from the beginning. I have written unto you, young men, because ye are strong, and the word of Yahweh abideth in you.
Man, as fathers, man, that's beautiful because fathers give instruction. Fathers lead by example. Then you have the young men. Hey, when the war come, like my man Achilles told Patroclus, he's like, "Are you ready to kill, to take life?" He's like, "I am." He's like, "Who you gonna fight for when I'm gone?" He didn't know who he's gonna fight for. He's like, "I fight for you." He's like, "Don't follow, don't waste your life following some fool's orders." But we're not wasting our life. Though everybody thinks we're wasting our life, we're serving Yahweh Shemel Shai, the Ancient of Days. He's forever. He's the same yesterday, today, and forever, man. He promised us that we're going to get a kingdom. He said, but first you got to see the kingdom. Hey, like the brother last week, beautiful brother, man. Ayashima, which means man of what? Truth. He's seen it. He's like, hey, we all going to have the mind state of Yahweh Shai. An everlasting kingdom starts right here. See, if you don't believe that, the Lord going to discard your ass like, get rid of this fool. If you don't believe, the Lord going to get rid of you anyway. But if you do believe, the Lord loves that. It said, without faith, it is impossible to please him. Brother mentioned the grain of mustard seed. It's very small, but it becomes the greatest tree. Go ahead,
It says, I have written unto you, young men, because ye are strong.
So do you believe in these words that have been written? Because you are strong. How are we strong? In the Lord. We're great in the Lord. Our righteousness is of the Lord. Go ahead,
It says, and the word of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, abideth in you.
No, it abideth in us. And who said that the kingdom of heaven was in us? Yahweh Shai, man. He said, man, you ain't got the observation like it's over there. Oh shit, it's over. Nah, it's in you already. It's right there. You gotta believe it. Hey, brothers believe it. Like, oh shit, I mean, yeah, the woman, yeah, the gold, whatever. Right. But this is the right thing to do, man. Leap of faith, like brothers kept saying, leap of faith. That scene in the Spider-Man movie with Jake. Jake was like, all the other Spider-Mans like, man, this dude ain't got it, man. And then he believed, and he just took that leap and jumped off. Start webbing. You gotta take it like that. You already got the power in you. You just gotta take the leap. That's it. How do you know that you? Yeah, you just gotta take the leap.
And you believe you the house of David, right? What did King David do when he went up against Goliath?
He just went out there, huh? But he didn't go out there alone. He went out there with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Go ahead, huh?
It says, and ye have overcome the wicked one.
Oh, it's already done. You already overcame it, but through what? Through faith. Woo! That was it?
God.
Oh, man, you already overcame, man. The things that are written, we already won it.
Hey, it's hard to have a defeated spirit when you got the armor of the Lord on.
Woo! Bro, and you've been testing it out. We test it out every day, you know? You know? I ain't testing it. You gotta test it. Like, yeah, you got the armor, you look good, you're shining and shit, but you gotta use it, though. Like, is it really gonna stand the test in the field of battle? Is that shield really what it's fit to be? Is that sword really gonna do what it's gonna do? You gotta believe it.
There's only one way to find out.
There's only one way. There's only one way.
You gotta
take
test.
it to the enemy.
You gotta test that. You gotta be able to stick somebody.
Hey, which
man.
brother was it? Was it Shemai that said the Lord is going to challenge you
to believe in him?
That was about a year ago.
Yeah. He's challenging you. Like, come face me.
It's not about lip service. It's about
Face
action,
me.
man.
They face me. Look, like face me. You know? Look, oh shit. Ain't like on the Avatar Last Airbender when Zuko got burned. It showed you like the backstory how he got burned. He was speaking out in the council chamber against a general that wanted to kill the Fire Nation, the new recruits. Like, hey, new recruits, new booties and shit. He's like, hey, those men defend and love our country. How can you betray them like that? And then Hyrule said, well, he didn't say the wrong thing, but he spoke out against the Fire Lord's plan in the Fire Lord's throne room. And guess who faced him? His own father. So if you don't do the will of Yahweh Shemashai, guess who's gonna come face you? The Lord gonna come face you. And what he said? He said, fight for your honor. He's like, I'm your loyal son. I'll do whatever you at. He's like, fight me. He's like, no, I will not fight you. He's like, you will learn respect, and suffering will be your teacher. Yeah. So that's it. And that's the only way. It's the only way. I know you got some.
I got some.
This
is Hebrews chapter 6, verses 10 down to verse 12. It reads, for the heavenly Father is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have showed toward his name.
Ooh, he ain't gonna forget what you've done. Did he forget Abraham? No. Did he forget Isaac? No. Did he forget Jacob? No. Did he forget the promise? No. He didn't forget any that called upon him. Were they ever confounded? No. It's written right there.
Think about all the hell Job caught.
Man.
The Most High didn't forget about Job. He was catching hell back to back to back.
Yeah.
The Most High rewarded him with everything he lost and some. But what did it take? Faith and patience.
Hey, the patience of Job is written just like that. It said, remember the patience of Job. The suffering of Job.
I'm gonna get that.
There's a little more.
No, I got a little more. It says, which you have showed toward his name, in that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister. And we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence.
Same diligence, man. Hey, make your call election sure. Come on. Like if you that dude, and we gonna throw you on out there then. You know, we see you on the lineup and shit on the post, but what he gonna do when the bell rings, ding ding ding? What you gonna do when it's really on the line?
I remember, I think the brother Ayan had a dream about we was all having like a trial or something, and the apostles was there. We all had to have our time to like go and do the move or some shit like that.
It was something like that.
Yeah, that's you know.
It was it wasn't like a move or something. I remember it was a long line, all GMS members in their garments, and like the apostles was there, and like every brother had his turn to like stand in front of the camera stand and like go in.
Oh, kind.
Yeah.
Shit. Dang, that's the spirit. Hey, that's the spirit because every brother
going
that you
in.
see is going in. They got their own channel. They going in.
Hey,
you know?
that's the spirit, because that was around the time, ironically, where the decree got put out, do a video a day.
Oh, man, that's
that was
crazy.
around that time.
Hey, that was a vision, huh? A vision. Go ahead, huh?
It says, and we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence.
Yeah, because if every soldier is warring it out, they getting it in like the enemy, like god damn, everybody getting it in and shit. Ain't just one dude, the king fucking everybody up and everybody else gone. It's like every man is getting it in, man. And that puts fear in the enemy. Like Esau, Edom, this demon, he clips our videos. But he don't clip fucking IOIC, because only a few of them doing the videos. Right. The 1,000 of they fucking men ain't. You got ICPK, only they main guys is doing shit, but the other dudes ain't. And then, then you got GMS. Every brother, from the top apostles to the youngest brother, just come in, doing videos, going hard.
Hey, and the crazy part is you got these fellow Hebrew Israelites, each from their respective camps, coming against GMS because all we do is push out videos. But they say that as if that's something negative. Right. Just as like they called us the faith-based Israelites. Like that's something negative.
Hey, but they got the spirit of Saul on them and shit. Hey, because you know what's funny? Saul actually sent David out to fight the wars hoping that he get killed. But then he was just successful after success through the spirit and power of the Lord. And it said Israel loved him. And they respected him because he kept coming in and going out before them. There you go. Go ahead, huh?
It says, and we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence.
Show the same diligence. Fight. Get it in. Go ahead, huh?
To the full assurance of hope to the end.
The full assurance of hope, expectation to the end. Like everybody want 1,000 wives and shit, want a castle, want all of that, man. But you gotta first show diligence and put in the work.
It says that ye be not slothful.
Don't be slothful, man. Hey, cause even if you chilling, you resting, as a soldier, you never really sleep. You sleeping like, oh, there they go. They on their shield, not even knowing that you ain't even really sleeping.
Hey, they call that sleeping with your eyes open.
There it is, huh? Always ready for a night raid, huh?
Hey, but you see the common theme. Certain buzzwords that come out about not being slothful, not being lukewarm, not being a sluggard. In order to serve the Lord, man, you got to put forth action.
Hebrews 6 and 12.
Hebrews 6 and 12, we gonna get the word slothful. We gotta be wordsmiths out here. And that goes into not being lazy too.
Yeah.
Going into the word, Joe. You gotta go into the word and then go into the words in the word. Word to your mother.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go through the root word. I mean, that's sometimes that's what it takes. Pull out the roots, right?
Yeah, it's like in the scriptures say, work out your own salvation. So you gotta think, if the Lord was here, what would he be doing? Would he be just on a comic book, or would he be out here looking for the elect, man? Helping to fill the elect.
Hey, because it said the Lord was daily with them in the temple, preaching. He was constantly in their face out there, man. The disciples, same thing. Just like you got to be on your job every day, especially in the probationary period. You can't miss. You can't be late. You can't be lazy on the job. They watching. We're always watching. Angels watching.
Big brothers watching.
Con.
It says that ye be not slothful, but followers of them who through faith and patience inherit the promise.
Inherit the promise through faith. There's a shield of faith. Shield, war, and patience. Suffering. Hey, because war is hell. And you suffer like you might lose it. Oh, there you go. But you got to keep fighting. You got to keep pressing forward, man. You got to keep pressing forward. That brother got the word slothful.
The word slothful is
And then you got it.
Itazo. It's this is indolent, slothful, sluggard. That's the word indolent.
Go to the Edamon.
I'm going to the edit.
Sharp. And you can bring it out now, huh?
This Philippians 2 and 12.
Man.
Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, so not in the Lord's presence only. That means, like the brothers, in season and out of season, not just with somebody looking at you, you acting. If you acting, you faking, man.
Hey, even because you know the presence of the Lord is everywhere. He always sees you. But really, His presence is like us, the men, the apostles.
Yeah.
We don't have, like the apostles even said last week, it's the Spirit. They like, we ain't got to call up the elders out there in Connecticut to do they just doing. We ain't got to call the elder Yashawamba or the elder Mwazazak or the elder Barak Allah for them to do that. It's just in them. Wake up. Oh shit, let me do a video.
Yeah.
You naturally feel, I gotta do a video. I want to do something for the Lord.
You
It's
know
like
what
your
you gotta
woman.
do.
Like,
Yeah.
I know you don't want his beard, but it's there. I know you don't want this sandwich, but I'm gonna make it for him. I know you don't. Like your woman, if she make everything, you like, all right, okay, shit. It makes you feel good. And when your woman does things for you, guess what it does to a man? It increases his testosterone. He can be a man. Now, us praising our Lord and doing what He told us to do, that's magnifying the glory of the Lord, His name.
Yep.
I mean, who making y'all do all this? Ain't Jesus Christ. The
The word indolent is an adjective from 1660, causing no pain, painless, from the French indolent.
Oh, so it ain't no pain to you not to do it. Like, well, I don't feel nothing nowhere. You gotta feel something, right? It's supposed to smote your heart like David when he cut Saul's garden. He smote him in his mind like, oh, I shouldn't have did this. This is the Lord's anointed. It should smite you when brothers are talking to you like, damn, they talking to me. I gotta get out there, man. You gotta feel something. If you ain't feeling nothing, your ass already dead. And the Lord's, I'm just gonna kill these fools. Like, literally kill his ass. Right. You already spiritually dead. You ain't moving. So the Lord's like, I'm just gonna physically do it. Take them on out. Go ahead.
It says, continuing on, seeing indolence, sense of living easy.
Oh, you don't want to live. Oh, living. Hey, you said it out here. Living easy, huh?
You said living easy.
Yeah. You don't want to live easy. Lord, like, get the fuck out of here. War is not easy. Yeah. War takes it. You got to have tactics. You got to, and like this brother was mentioning, like, you got to get adequate sleep. Like, if you don't get enough sleep, you lose testosterone, especially in men. If you don't get enough sleep, your testosterone faded. And this shit, every goddamn thing in this motherfucker is estrogen. Yep. This is the most manly thing you can do is being in the truth. Like, come on now. So if you truly call yourself a brother, you got to get into your how about your mouth shine, man. You have to. Because if you into any other thing, you suspect. You a goddamn mo or some shit. You into some mo shit. You on some mo shit.
And metaphorically.
Hey, any nigga in the world that's not in the truth will tell you out of his own mouth, like, you know, I ain't got no problem brother, if that's what you into, you know, they
Yeah.
pretty much admitting that they okay with it.
Yeah, because they don't stand for nothing, man. They ain't, you ain't erect for nothing. Niggas are big wussies.
They
man.
limp.
Hey, that's the spirit you said limp. Now,
Yeah,
wisdom
limp.
is a woman. I look good. Like, how you ain't into her? Like, looking at you like this.
Niggas got spiritual erectile dysfunction.
Hey, every other philosophy is mo shit.
Right.
You on some mo shit. You is a damn nigga dressed like a woman. That's every other philosophy. But wisdom is a woman. Is that woman that
Right.
you want to get? And you don't
That
want
is
that.
right.
Like, you looking at him like, he a woman. He
Hey,
gay. Damn.
Blue Street.
Go ahead.
It's a sense of living easily,
Oh man.
soft, slothful.
Sloth, living easy, slothful. Damn it. Is that not a woman?
Easy, breezy, beautiful
Cover girl and shit. Damn. That's crazy.
Big ass.
Waiting to just get popped and shit. Like,
Just
Right.
want to
That's
be
what
under the covers, with some snacks.
oh man. And you don't want to be lazy, man. Hell no.
Right.
Go ahead, Op.
This Philippians 2:12, wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only,
Man.
but now much more in my absence.
In the absence, because
Much more.
more, because when the Lord left, the apostles that was disciples at the time had to really remember what the Lord was saying. Just like if your commander gets killed on the field of battle, man. He's like, damn, he really led us all the way here, but now you gotta take, like Moses, when Moses was called to the mount, didn't come back down, who took the mantle? Joshua. And the Lord said, just as I was with Moses, I'll be with you. And he had to believe that. He had to lead the rest of Israel. Damn, me? Like, you really have to be in that spirit, like, okay, Lord, I'm ready. Like, as long as you make me ready, I'm willing to do it. You gotta be willing. You gotta be able. Hey, like you said, able body. There's brothers that wasn't even able body, but they were still standing strong. You know, standing taller than all the rest. You gotta have that spirit.
And that should be an inspiration to you brothers out there to get out there and know that the Lord is going to watch after you, man. The Lord did not give us the spirit of fear, man. But you got to get out there and step out on faith, man. All these brothers all across Babylon are the perfect example, man. The Lord is going to be with you, man, if you're doing this in truth and sincerity.
Yep.
You know? But that's the first step, man. You got to have faith.
Yep.
It's not just about lip service, man.
Yeah.
But
That's
if you
what
don't,
Jacob's all about.
you will not be defended. So you are just gonna be out here idle and looking lazy, man. You're gonna look lazy in that day.
Hey, you can't be lazy if you lifting up a shield.
Yep.
You gotta be like firm, ready. You gotta have,
It's too heavy.
hey, the air team that hit on the 300. He's like, lift your shield. He's trying to lift this shit. Couldn't even do it. He had a good thrust though. Like, I learned that from my father. Shit, good thrust. He's like, but lift your shield.
Hey, that's the characteristic of every bitch ass nigga. Nigga know when he can say something quick, but he can't take what he dish, man.
Hey, like putting up the scripts. That's like having a good thrust. Ooh, you can thrust in there, but can you lift up your shield?
Hey, you hit him with that. Why you ain't out there? He quiet out.
Yeah.
Well, he was just cutting with Breeze. Where you at? Why you ain't coming out?
Yeah. He's messing up the bag out in the dummy, but now you got a man in front of you sparring and shit. Can you defeat his ass?
He can't spar and shit. Now he's scared and shit.
Yeah. Because the Lord gonna throw Satan at you. Like, Satan gonna get him. And Satan fuck with us all the time, but we duel of fates. Hey, the brother mentioned it, duel of fates. And the duel of fates wasn't just a good choreographed fight. It was really the fate of the galaxy was that duel, man. So your fate, what's gonna happen to you really is determining the truth. You gotta fight it out. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it, Lord's will I make it, but you fighting.
Lord's will you
Open.
make it.
Lord's willing.
Lord's willing. Man, that's beautiful you say that because everything we do is Lord's will. Because, hey, guess what? You put the Lord's will, it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
In his time, though.
That's a war, because you don't know if you're going to come back, but you go out there.
But now, much more in my absence, and the brother Kalam had me look it up, much more is going back to much greater. So you're supposed to be even better which is crazy. You doing even better than if the Lord was there watching himself, man.
And he's always watching.
Yeah, and he always watches. So that goes to show you the mentality you gotta have, man. That is not a lazy.
That's faith, because you know what it is? Brothers always say it ain't what you do when you around all the bros and shit. It's what you do when you by yourself. But who's still there? And them Alvin's boys. See, you doing what the Lord told you to do, whether people watching or not. You still just, hey, that's.
Because the Lord, like you said, even though the Lord's always watching.
Hey, like David when he defeated the lion and the bear. Was anyone there to actually see him do that? But he said, but that's what I did through the power of the Lord. I killed the lion and the bear to protect the sheep. And when Saul and them heard that, okay.
Hey, but the beautiful point about that is though, he had did it, but he didn't brag about it.
Yeah.
It was just needful for him because that was part of his job.
It's his job.
That's his job. He's not bragging about something that's required of him to do, man.
That's a duty, man.
Scripture says we're unprofitable
Servants. We just soldiers. Soldiers follow the orders. Soldiers march, man. Like you may not be known in the whole army, but the army won the war. Oh, shit, march. Who are those men? But guess what? The Lord said those same men that don't nobody know. But guess what? You don't know their name, but you know Kobe, weak ass, Ron. You don't know these men's names, but guess what? They're rejoicing greater. Why? Because their names are written in heaven. The Lord knows our name. The Lord's willing.
You ever seen that movie Nobody?
Oh yeah.
He was like a dude. He was in a he was like in a secret agency called Nobodies and shit. Like he was so elite, he was nobody. Like,
Who are you?
Nobody. Like that's how elite he was and shit. Though. That's
Even when he got caught up by them heathens, they made one phone call and found out who he was. Like, man, let this dude go.
Yeah. He ran in the safe and locked in his shit. Like I'm saying here and shit. Like there's nobody right there.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, what brothers is talking about, like, it's more so what you do behind the scenes that goes into integrity.
Woo!
And I looked up the word integrity on etymology, and it says blameless.
Yeah.
Bro, hey, guess what? You know what's in that word integrity? Like gritty. It sounds like gritty. You know,
Grit.
gridiron?
Yeah.
Gritty.
Grit.
Grit.
Yeah, you gotta have some grit.
Hey,
Like a fighter, you know, a boxer, martial art, they got grit, because people just see the glory when they go fight, but they didn't see the stuff that was off camera when they get up at 4 in the morning, run miles, you know, doing push-ups till they fucking fail.
To that same point, the stick with the topic, that goes into being a soldier too. You know, like the grunts. Hey, as low as rank as they are, man, they're important too, because they got a job to do as well. They're all part of the same body, man.
Yep.
And we're all fighting in those trenches on the front line, man. In the grit and in the grime, and where it don't look pretty.
Yep.
You know, but that's where the most work, that's where the hard work gets done, man.
That's right. And in chess, you can take a king with a pun. You know? With a pun, man. Something that can't even move sideways or diagonal. We can only go straight.
you can bring a piece of that with the pawn.
Yep.
It makes it to the end of the board.
Yeah, man, you can get
Yeah, bro, but that queen can move in every direction.
Hey, get the fuck out of here. Hey, because originally, the way the queen, these rules out there. Shit. Originally, the original movements of the queen, how she moved there, the king had that.
Yeah,
when it was first.
and that's the spirit you said that because in the original game it was backwards, man.
Yep.
The king was able to have all that power to move in every direction, not the queen.
And that's because now we in a matriarchal society. So now the woman got all the power. But guess what? The value is still in what? The king, man. If the king gets taken, the game is over.
Yeah.
Not if the queen.
Hey.
There's plenty. Hey, any pawn could be the queen.
It can.
You know?
It can, but hey, and I know from personal experience, a lot of niggas who lose their queen, especially if they lose it quick, they forfeit the match.
Oh, man.
They don't even want to stay in the fight.
Yeah.
Hey,
Nigga be hurt.
that's the spirit. That's the reason why the queen was kind of like valuable to be taken by the other side, because that will forfeit the game of the other side. But if you a real good chess player, you be like, all right, every pawn has his day. He's like, but if the queen will bite you in the ass, remember on Black Knight?
Yeah.
He's like, hey, for the good of the king, the
Come.
queen has to take it up.
Come.
That's the spirit, you know.
So we should play again sometime.
Oh yeah, he's like, sure we will.
I got something.
Oh, let me finish this.
That's a cool scene, bro.
This Philippians 2:12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling.
Hey, that's beautiful. Work out your own salvation. And to that point of integrity, you know, the brothers out there on the comment board, I know that they take pride in being on everybody's live and being that recognizable name that comes to their precepts.
Yeah.
But what work are you doing when brothers aren't watching you, man? That goes back to that point of us going to your pages and not seeing no work, man. You've been on YouTube since 2018 and got 2 videos. Like, come on, man. And they're not even videos of the truth. Like, one is a video of 50 Cent and another one is
it's a rap video.
you know, it's just random shit.
random
But you on
shit.
every live channel putting up precept. You got to do some work.
That's
Who
vainglory.
are you? Yeah.
Who are you, man?
Vainglory.
Want to be seen of
Who
men.
are you, man?
Yeah.
All their comments is in the Hebrew.
Yeah. Like,
Hey, that's what women do.
Sentences.
That's what women do. They like taking pride in being, you know, every brother comment board saying Shalom and shit.
You know, you got top men in Israel. They acknowledge them and all that.
Right,
That
right.
go to their head.
And like I
You
said,
know?
don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that that's wicked. Sure, that's part of doing the work, but you got to put your work forward as well. Okay? Because when you look, you're actually building on another man's foundation. You know?
That's heavy.
You don't want to do the job wrong. You want to do it right. That's why brothers can see you growing. Like you said, top men in Israel know who you
Let
are.
him bring First Timothy.
You got to
up
be
first.
ready to build and ready to fight. You know?
Yeah.
Are you ready to fight? Yeah. Go ahead,
Con, Papa Shaw, yeah.
This is 1 Timothy chapter 4, beginning at verse 13.
We've been pulling a lot from Timothy, man. Because Paul raised up Timothy in the spirit. He called him his son in the spirit.
Yeah.
Even though Timothy had a father, but hey, in order to become a man of the Heavenly Father, you have to have a spiritual father. And the spiritual father demands of you to do something. You can't be a lazy fucking son. And if you are, your ass was stoned to death in our law.
Right.
So it goes to show you even more in the spirit how much more scarier is it. Because the father of spirits is calling you to do his will.
Man.
Not your own pops or your father or whatever. It's the spirit of the Lord. And the reason brothers keep bringing this out is the Lord speaking to you. Like, you better get your ass up or I'm going to stone your ass.
Yep.
You know? Go ahead.
Because a lot of stoning's coming.
Yep.
Hot
Jake?
stone, man.
Yeah, hot rocks.
100 million.
Missing.
A lot of them stones is going to be these troubles coming. Are you built upon a foundation or are you on sand?
Damn.
Are you easily movable?
Yep.
Or are you built upon Yahweh side, man?
Hey, that's the spirit because Elder Amos from Boston, he did that little quip I reposted on my channel, the importance of having a strong foundation. You know?
And when
That
you
goes for everybody in this truth, man.
When you go back to the word grit, it goes to soundness of mind. When I just looked it up.
That's the spirit, bro, because it said we have not been given the spirit of fear, but of love, power, and a sound mind. So you got to add that grit. Those are all manly traits, right?
That's in Timothy too.
Hey, because a man got love. A man got love for his power, the power. He has love for his country, his brothers, and for his woman. Because that woman is going to continue the man's legacy.
But what's the silver lining of that very statement you just said? Love is an action.
Yeah.
Okay? Love is an action. That means you actually got to put some work forward, man. You got to step out on faith.
Got to step out on it. You know that?
Yes, like it.
Hold on. This is 1 Timothy chapter 4, beginning at verse 13. It reads, "Till I come, give attendance to reading, to exhortation, to doctrine. Neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy, with the laying on of the hands of the presbytery. Meditate upon these things, give thyself wholly to them."
Hey, I'm laying on the hands of the presbytery. That's the body of the elders. Hey, you know, when you look at them ancient world movies and the king was crowned, you got all the people there and shit. And you got the priests, like, praising the Lord.
Coronation.
The coronation to make him a great king, right? But they laid on him the hands because he knew, okay, I'm the king. But it wasn't just like, I'm about to get all the women. But no, that king had to continue that kingdom. However far his father got that kingdom to his prestige, his glory. And then if there was an enemy on the borders, he had to really go like, oh, shit, I gotta go face this dude eventually. I can't just sit back and chill and drink all goddamn day. I gotta rule the kingdom. I gotta rule people. So you gotta think of that, like, the words you have, they can either build or destroy it. You, because you're that building, you're that stone. Do you believe or you don't believe?
It says, meditate upon these things.
Meditate, because a king has to have time to think. That's why a king, on the throne a lot of times, he might tell his counselors, leave, everybody, leave me. He's just thinking like, what am I going to do? Because it's really on his shoulders at the end of the day. Ain't on the counselors, ain't on the soldiers, the farmer, his woman, his children and shit. Like, maybe I should go to like, nah, he
got the final say.
Yeah, he has the final say. He's the king.
Have to weigh everything in the balance.
That's it. You gotta weigh everything in the balance. But who is your guide, your counselor? Yahweh, Bashim Yahshua. And the Lord is already telling you, you had a victory. You just gotta go out there.
I mean, I got that word love in the etymon. It's a noun, and it says feeling of love, romantic sexual attraction, affection, feelingness, the love of Yahweh, woo, right? And then it says at the bottom, dear beloved, and it says love to care, desire, love. You gotta want to do the love of the love. You gotta do the love of the Lord, because the Lord is in you to do His will. Because, hey man, we're dead. Look at our people; they're dead, but we're alive. When people look at you, when people talk at you, people talk to you. There's something about you, about us.
It's an action.
There's an action behind.
We're out here. Jay, like, what y'all do? We're out here. That's number one. Because, hey, really, we could be on the comm board and no, but what's that going to do for our people?
Hey,
like you said, they're dead already, but we're out here showing you that there's a better way. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, being on the comment board is like what we just saw Jake walking by. Like,
Yeah,
that's
doing
right.
that.
That's right.
Yeah, drive by some
Honking the horn.
What are you really doing, though?
Right, really, that's annoying and shit.
It is.
Yeah.
Hey, and you know what's an interesting thought, and I believe you brought this out, might have been last year. When you break down the time frame as how the time in this reality in the spirit world is different, you got somebody like Apostle Gahar who's been doing this for over 30 plus years. But in the eyes of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, he's only been in his sight for like 40 minutes. So how much less, like for us that are just coming into this thing, man?
Oh,
We barely been in the sight of the Lord, man. So how much more should you want to do the work, to make yourself noticeable in order to be saved, man?
Yeah, really, we late.
Hey, it's like the parable that Yahushua gave of the two sons. Remember he told the first son to go into the field? He's like, yeah, I'll do it. And never went. Then he told the second son, no, I don't want to do it.
Right.
But then his mind smote him. It's like, yeah, I got to go do what my father said. And he went out there and he did it. And he's like, which son followed his father's instructions? And they're like, well, the second. But at the first, he's like, no, I don't think I can do that. I can't do it. But in you, you're like, nah, I got to do it. As a man, it's in you like that. I got to fight. It's the right thing to do. It's my Lord. Like, that's who I am. I'm an Israelite.
And that
Do
should
it.
prick you in the spirit, because if you are of the Lord's and you're joined on Yahweh Shai, the Spirit is gonna make you do it anyway, man. So you should really be questioning your position in this thing. If you come this far and you still haven't been out and done no actual work, man.
Hey,
I got an
can a
answer.
brother get the scripture? You can get it the Dhamma where it says, count the cost.
Let's go finish this later.
Verse 15, it reads, meditate upon these things,
Meditate.
give thyself wholly to them, that thy profiting may appear to all.
You got to give yourself wholly to it. Like, you just let it happen. You give yourself to it, man. You got to do what is requested of you.
Right.
Hey, like my man Etiquette said, sometimes we must let go of our pride and do what is requested of us. Yeah, that's it.
And that's like us. We gotta let go of our pride and things we want to do
Oh, man.
to do what the Lord requires us to do,
Woo!
man.
That's a soldier, huh?
Yeah,
Hey, the
that's
Lord
a soldier.
rewards you for that too, man.
that's right.
Spiritually, the more you sacrifice, the more the Lord builds you up.
Woo!
And that's the thing I was thinking earlier. Some guys they just have a problem with the order.
Oh, man.
They just not brotherly, and they don't want. They could say shalom and brothers on the comment board, but they don't really want to be around brothers. They don't want to deal with brothers, and they come up with all type of excuses. But that's really what it is. They don't want to deal with the brothers.
Man, that's scary, man. Because we supposed to be a family, man. We supposed to be one body. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna come into this truth, this marvelous light, okay, find out that you're joined onto Yahweh Shai, Lord willing, but then you don't want to hang out and fellowship with brothers? That's a red flag, man.
Yeah, you already are. Because the kingdom of heaven is the brothers, man. Go ahead.
Really, we don't even want niggas like you around,
That's
man.
right.
Cause a nigga like that, you can't trust no nigga. Smiling in your face and shit. Next thing you know, he behind your back talking shit,
Hey, it's-
pointing, laughing, scared to say it to your face though, man.
Yeah, it's bad enough, man, that most of us only see each other once a week. Okay, so some of us are fortunate enough to be with brothers, more often.
Yeah.
But how much more? Because we're supposed to be representations of Yahweh Shai, man.
Bro.
Through the Spirit.
Bro, and every brother that you see, he might be going through hell. Brother might be waking up out the car and like, fuck, work again. You see the brother and shit.
Yeah.
You supposed to get like life. You supposed to be alleviated and awakened. And you supposed to know, like, bro, a brother going through, like, brother, you get some sleep. The baby can't be up, shit, the woman and shit, the job. But you see it in every brother's mind, finish the mission. You see it in his eyes, finish the mission.
Yep.
Fuck everything else, finish the mission. And those are soldiers. Soldiers like, yeah, I'm tired, I'm through. Yeah, I'm in the mud. But we got to win this war. We got to finish the mission.
Hey, that's the spirit. In the middle of the week, I ran into the brother Ash
Hey.
at Chipotle,
Fire.
and this when I got
Fire.
off work. I was tired, and the brother got off work. He was tired. He was already in there. I walked in. I didn't notice him because I had to use the bathroom. I had tunnel vision,
Yeah.
and I probably looked mad. He was looking mad, but when I came out the bathroom, we seen each other, and that was our joy right there. We was chopping it up.
Yeah.
And the brother, it's the spirit, what you just said. The brother was telling me, like, man, I was, catching hell today, with work and shit. But, now I'm feeling good.
Hey, that's the spirit. That's the eye and the fire.
Bro, I was thinking the same thing, bro. Yeah, you got to have that fire in your eyes.
Yep.
You got to have it. You got to have your eyes single. Cyclops, brothers call you Cyclops.
Hey, also the eye represents like the center or something, like the eye of the storm.
And in the spirit, because when you wake up and you look at yourself in the mirror and you move I was moving my head, but one thing stays single, straight is your pupil.
Yep.
Your pupil don't ever move.
Yep.
It
Yeah,
doesn't
it's the
move.
eye, yep.
So your mind has to be single on the Lord because the Lord is single. He's sitting right there. That made me understand, like, damn, man, the Lord is everywhere, bro.
And that's the spirit because David always would ask the Lord to look at his mind, his brain. So that's the spirit. Like, the Lord knows your mind, your intent. Really, that's why David didn't die according to the law. The Lord, quitted David. Like, I ain't even gonna kill him for that because he knew David's intent was good. So it goes to show you what's your intent ultimately. Because every Jake, I want to Israel, But what's your intent? Do you really want us to have this kingdom or not? We want the kingdom. We don't give a damn. We gotta die to get there. And we know it's coming.
And those that are really sincere about this are not going to be offended by this message, man. They're going to take it as a warning to get up off their ass and do something, man.
Yeah.
Jay, just like the Spirit hit us once upon a time, to get out and do something. Okay? This lesson is an exhortation for those that are sincere about this thing to do the same.
And also, but like you said, bro, it's really for us, really.
I'm just
It's really for us.
That's the one mind.
It's really for us to stay single with the Lord because we can be here at the camp, we can be around brothers, Shalom brothers, but guess what? When the lights turn off, when you go on, and you gotta be intent with the Lord, man.
Soldier,
And
solo.
we the ones giving the message. So how much more?
More for us,
We be hypocrites and liars if we telling you to do something we ain't doing.
And
you know?
it is hard. It gets tiring, but you gotta fight the fight, man.
Hey,
You gotta win.
A soldier don't just show up to the battle. All the stuff leading up to that, the boot camp, and who is he with? He's with his comrades, his fellow soldiers. They sleeping in the same rooms on bunks. They eat meals together. They're training together.
Hey, that's how you build that trust and that camaraderie, man.
that's it.
Like, if you only show up every other week, brothers are going to be looking at you funny, man. How are they going to trust you in the trenches if you can't even show up on a daily basis?
It goes into that word standard that the brother was bringing out a couple weeks ago. That word is a military term, and it goes into a rallying point. So this is the standard that we're establishing here. This is a military rallying point, man.
Yeah.
And that's why these niggas on the comment board, you're supposed to come here to the platoon, man.
Hey, because that's a great point, bro. Because even if the Spirit isn't in you, to cross the line and join the camp, you can still come out and listen in person.
Even be willing. That's what Leonidas told that the hunchback nigga and shit. Her and the other dude came like, get away, monster. He's like, nah, I didn't say that. He's like, hey, maybe you get him in water and heal the men that's on the battlefield and bury the dead. Like, you still got a job to do, even though you're not a frontline man actually going facing the enemy. There's a lot you still can do. But you ain't been trying to do that because you got to be on the battlefield to do those things.
And a lot of people who watch that movie miss the point of that very scene, man. Because Leonidas wasn't declining him. He was just offering him a different position. But that hunchback was so prideful, he wasn't happy with the position he was given, man.
Yeah, you lied to me, brother.
Hey, he's supposed to be in that water boy spirit.
Yeah. He's like, no, I want to be on the front line, man. That's not your job. That's not your role.
If you can't lift the shield.
Hey, on that movie Waterboy, then his only job was to give water, but he took that shit to the extreme.
Yeah.
He had the molecules down.
Right.
He figured out how
he
to
was
get the
taking
perfect-
pride in his
Oh
position.
yeah, man, he was not playing. You dump over the water tank, he be ready to fight you.
Yeah, hey, but think about how important that position is through the spirit. Yeah, we, growing up, we the water boy, you ain't on the field. But when you tired and dehydrated, he's giving you life, man. He's giving you that water. He's part of the team.
And it goes into ranks.
Yeah,
You gonna get a ring,
everybody's job is important. Yeah. Go from the least to the greatest.
And it goes into ranks. You start low and you climb the ranks. That's why men in this thing, they have to start out as equipment managers, right?
Yeah.
You taking the signs home,
Yeah.
right? You're holding the camera,
Yeah.
You're
and
trusting.
then you take the steps up.
Hey, but even before that, you got to come out and show your diligence that you're really about this thing, man. We got to see your face. We got to see you. You're not hiding behind a keyboard. You coming out, you taking notes, you being diligent. You're not being a scoffer. You know what I'm saying?
And as long as you got the spiritual power of Jacob's trouble, you ain't gonna know who this dude is. You gonna think he's an enemy. Cause he's like, hey, I'm that dude from the comment board. I'm like, what that stopper?
He's like blazing his ass and shit.
Hey, but that's going into the point of the talents Yahweh Shah was talking about. Not every brother got 5 or 10 talents, but one talent is very important because when you go into what one talent is, that's a heavy weight. That's like about like 100 pounds or so.
Bro.
You know, that's a big deal.
And if the dude didn't hide it and the talent actually did what he's supposed to do, hey, even just having one city under your control, bro, that's power.
Yeah.
That's because the dude had five cities, dude had 10 cities that he was over. But one city, that's a lot. That's a whole bunch of people under your jurisdiction. But like the brother said, he seen that one talent, like, hey, ain't nothing like it, one talent. That's something.
Yeah.
Lord gave you something.
And to put it into context, America, the country of North America
One city.
is considered one city.
Just one.
The scriptures say that America's broken into 10 parts.
It's one city.
Yeah, but it's one city. So if
Great city.
the Lord is giving you power over one city, he can make you the president of the whole country, man. That's light work for the Lord, man. You know?
Because it tells you, like the scriptures say, a man can rule a spirit can take a city. You got to rule your spirit to understand what you in.
Don't be emotional and know when the war is coming. Be ready for it, man. Like
bring that last scripture on.
In the time of Gideon, there was all those soldiers out there, but the Lord said, bring the men down to the water, and whoever laps it like a dog and is still focused on the enemy, those are the men I'm gonna take with you. And how many was it? 300 with Gideon, but it was 1,000 men before that. And the Lord sent all them home. It goes to show you the Lord is very particular. What you about? You really about this thing or what?
And that segues back to the beginning of this lesson, man, about the work being plenteous, but the labor is few. The Lord always dealt with small numbers. So if you understand this word, you could be counted amongst that small number the Lord is requiring to wake up his people, man. But you're not taking heed to the message. Bring that last scripture out.
1 Timothy 4:16, and it reads, take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine.
Take heed unto thyself. How do you take heed unto yourself, man? You have to examine yourself.
That's right.
And it says, and the doctrine. Okay, there's only one true doctrine, singular. Okay, it's not a smorgasbord of different opinions and different breakdowns, man. There's only one doctrine.
Woo, that's it.
Continue in them, for in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee.
That's the point. And them that hear you. Cause hey, people got like you go to the job, and a brother been on the job for like this many years. He got the seniority. You really listening to this man? Well, damn, he been here a couple of years. I can see it in the spirit. You know, you gonna really more listen to that man than a newcomer. And like, yeah, I know who she is over here. It's too ain't there. You gotta have experience. And say, and do them. If you are doing the work and you tell somebody about the work, they be like, oh yeah, I can get down with that, because you are actually doing it. And it may save that person that hears you. Because you so adamant about it, like, damn, I'm gonna get into it. Just like when brothers be boxing and stuff like that, you talking to a dude who really wants to be a fight. He's like, well, I don't know everything, but I'm willing to learn. You like a dude like that. All right, we'll be out here next week. All right, cool. You throw the jersey at him and say, hey, kid. You throw the jersey at him and shit.
Yeah, this is 2 Corinthians 13 and 5 and 6.
Yep.
And it reads, examine yourselves whether you be in the faith.
Can a brother get the word examine? Off the shop, Brother Issachar. You got the blue letter off the shop, bring it out again.
It says, 2 Corinthians 13 and 5 and 6. It says, examine yourself whether you be in the faith.
So examine yourself whether you be in the faith. Do you have faith? Do you know what this is even about? Hey, brothers really believe in the laser. Like the brother, you know, is going through it. I always put a spiritual emphasis on it. Like, all right, it's shit.
It's
Hey,
gonna lead to that.
it's gonna lead to this. Look, he's like, fuck all this other bullshit. Hey, the pain is gonna lead to something. Yeah, it hurts right now, but what is it gonna do?
Hey, that's going into faith, man. You have the ability to see something that's not there yet, man. That's spiritual power.
That's
within
power,
itself,
bro. That's power. Go ahead, huh?
Verse
That's
5.
our power.
Yep.
He spoke everything into existence. Like, I already see it. There it is. When we serve that power, when you just say it and it's gonna happen, that's power, man. Now you have these scriptures. You posting the scripts, right?
That's prophecy.
Do you believe? Yeah, that's prophecy. Do you believe in what the scripture is saying? Like, yeah, bro, I got a precept. Do you know what a precept is? What does precept mean? It means a rule. It's a rule. You got to keep that rule. Just like when you playing a sports game or whatever, you got to keep the rules. You can't be outside of the rules, or your ass gonna be disqualified. You gotta be
order, huh?
yeah.
Hey, that's just like didn't Yahushua say you can't come in another way?
Ah,
There's a certain criteria. There's a certain method that Yahushua requires of us in order to be considered and counted as his, man.
Oh, man.
We just can't make up our own rules and expect to be accepted. The Lord's not dealing with that, man. The scriptures say, let everything be done in decency and in order.
You gotta have on a wedding garment.
Right.
Can't just be up in there with the shirt with the damn tuxedo and shit.
Right. And you trying to
Shorts
make a
on.
peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but you using mayonnaise and shit. Well, that ain't the ingredient.
Yeah, hey,
that's not
he
the
got,
recipe.
He got the bread, but he ain't got the right stuff to go inside.
yeah, you got bread and ham. You know.
Oh, no, yeah. Oh, man. Oh,
Hey,
man.
you get caught with the man, you're gonna get Jazzy Jeff out of the ceremony, man. Ragdolls, man. You see.
Rocky, one thing about faith, it's attractive, but it can be intimidating too. So if you intimidated to be coming out here amongst bros, just humble down. That's all you gotta do. Going into the ingredients, and you might be like, oh shit, I seen these dudes, you know, because when I first came out, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah,
bro.
me too,
That's
bro,
him
me
right
too.
there.
The light was the light was powerful, but it was drawing you to.
But that just means humble down. The Lord's gonna lift you up, man. It's in due time.
You know, brothers got different spirit. Cause I remember when I came out, I was excited. I got the elbow by my brother, like, back up, brother. Like, nah, man, this is where I said, yeah, stand over there. I'm like, all right. I was excited, man, you know? But through the spirit, that's how you should be. Because you've been woken up to the meaning of life, man.
Yeah.
The Lord has opened up to us the question that everybody has, like, what's the meaning of life? The meaning of life is to serve Yahweh Shem Shai and keep his commandments, man.
Man.
And that appeals especially so for those of us that are on this sign, man. You should count this as a blessing to be woken up to this truth and to know who you really are according to the scripture, the word that Yahweh Shem Shai. We are a chosen people, man. That is not a light thing. You know, but most of our people, as you mentioned earlier, they don't know what they're a part of. You know what I'm saying? They really don't know the significance of the mission that we've been given, man.
That's right, bro. And what does holy mean? To be separated. Separate yourself from this ugly ass world. Are you a part of this world? If you are, then you're an enemy of the Lord. He gonna kill you. You can't play with the Lord like, the Lord, I got this though. The Lord's like, but what you doing with that?
Right.
Just going back to the talents, like, okay, I gave it to you, but where's that though? Oh, it's right here, Lord, in the napkins. Like, did I tell you to do that? Did I tell you to put it in a napkin? Or did I tell you to go double that up? The Lord is talking to you. Examine yourself, whether you be in the faith. Go ahead, huh?
This is 2 Corinthians 13 and 5 and 6 again. And it reads, it says, examine yourselves, whether you be in the faith. Prove your own selves.
Prove your own self. How are you proving? Through the word. Through what the Lord has given you. What's your talent? You got to discover who you are in this fight. Are you the man on the battlefield that can heal up brothers' wounds real quick? Or are you the sniper who's looking out for every brother out on the field? Are you
Are you the one just standing there with your sword and spear pissing yourself
pissing
before the battle starts? You're not going to know unless you step out on faith and find out, man.
And like the scriptures say, if the footmen have wearied thee, oh man, what you gonna do against the horsemen? If they wearied your ass, how you gonna go in the swelling of the Jordan, man?
Yep.
So it's like, cause you might have to cross that river. The army might have to cross. On the Reubenites, they in the water and shit, they coming out the water and shit like that. You gotta be ready for all the terrain.
Hey, and full disclosure, man, just to keep the context of this lesson, we're not sitting here telling you that we're tough guys, man. It's just us stepping out on faith and coming out on these highways and hedges is a testament that we really believe, man.
Yep.
That's all it is. We're proving our faith by our works, man.
Right.
Look at King David. He went out as a youth to face a warrior that's been a warrior his whole life. It killed his ass. Then after that, David's name grew because he was out there in the wars, But he had to go out there. Don't think that he wasn't afraid in the battles. Hey, the Psalms tell you that. Say he was close to death, but he called upon the Lord. Just as the Lord delivered him from Goliath, he was delivered out of every battle and from the hands of Saul. That's right. Go ahead, huh?
Verse 5 again, 2 Corinthians 13 and 5 again. It's beautiful that the Lord is saying, he made me go over again. That word examine is very powerful. It says, examine yourselves, whether you be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know you're not your own selves.
Do you not know your own self? You know what you're capable of. You know yourself. You know when you bullshitting. You know when you ain't ready. And you know when you ready. It's like, yeah, I might get hit in my damn jaw, but fuck it, I'm out there. They're just like when you go sparring with a brother or you go to the gym, you don't know this dude, but he there with his gloves and shit. You there with yours. Like, shit, well, I know he might.
I'm finna get the
my left ain't as good, but fuck it, I'm on, phase him out with the left and get his ass with the right. You never know what you're capable of until you get out there.
Continuing on at 5, it says, how that Yahushua Mashiach is in you.
Oh, the Lord is in you. You gotta believe that. Do you not believe that the Lord is in you? That greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world?
Except you be reprobates.
Except you be a reprobate, though.
It's a question mark.
Like, that's the question. Are you a reprobate? Has the Lord rejected you? You don't want to be rejected.
A reprobate means outside the temple, man.
Or judgment.
Yeah.
You an Edomite?
Man.
He's an Edomite. Damn.
Verse 6, but I trust that ye shall know that you're not reprobate.
That you're not a reprobate. Because you had that in your spirit, said put on as the elect. Like you don't know that you're the elect, but you're like, hey, whatever the elect is doing in the script, I'm going to do that.
Right.
Fuck that. I'm going to at least try to do that.
And the apostles and elders are the perfect example of that, man. Even in their quote-unquote old age, they're still out on the highways and hedges. They're still putting up more videos than us younger brothers.
Lead them by example.
Lead them by saying, hey, let's just call it how it is, man.
Yeah.
They're the perfect example of how to be in this thing, man.
Because the Lord gave them their bigger portion.
Yeah, that's the spirit. Go ahead. I know you got the word examine. Go ahead.
Okay, this is that word examine in the blue letter. Wakan. It's a
Wakanda?
Wakan.
Oh no.
Wakan. Yeah, Bahan. Bahan, it's a primary root to test, generally examine,
To test, generally examine.
prove,
Prove.
to tempt.
To tempt. But that goes back to test again. Like, okay, you want more faith. The Lord gonna put you in a position where you have to use faith. Or you want more knowledge. All right, the Lord gonna throw you out there. Like, well, I took that job away from you. But Lord, though, I need the money. Like, nigga, get in the book and read, study, get into the words, and then boom, I'll give you that job. Because you ask the Lord for it, the Lord's like, well, I gotta take that, which is give you this so you can get that.
Hey, the Lord can give you what you ask for, or you can give you better.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you might think you want that job, he closed, you're like, damn, like, well, I know
What
you
does
got
that
something
mean?
else, and he opened up something even greater for you.
Yeah, but you had to be ready for that
Yep.
job.
Yep.
And you gotta look at the story of Joseph. Before he can ascend to the throne, or before the throne, what was he? A slave. Then he was in the prison, wrongfully accused, 2 years. Then he said the dreams to those 2 men. One of the men died, the other man forgot about him, but didn't remember them. Then he got out. But the Lord's like, now he's ready. Now I humbled him down enough for him to ascend to the throne.
That was a 13-year stretch.
Damn, that was a long time. And David being on the run, that was 15 years. He's on the run. But hey, that made David the man he was. The Psalms.
Made Joseph the man he was.
Yeah. You see what the Lord is doing? The Lord knows what he's doing. Are you ready and willing to do what the Lord has commanded you to do? It's up to the Lord. That was it. Was that it?
You got one more. To try.
To try. Man, that's to try. Hey, give it an effort. When you say try, hey, do or do not.
There is
There's
no try.
Yeah,
Hey, that's spiritual too, because in the Hebrew language there is no maybe or I'll see or so. It's either yay or nay, man. I'm sure Yoda was in the spirit, man.
Either do or do not.
There
There is no try.
And what did he say? He said, I'm looking for a great warrior. He said, wars do not make one great.
Right.
He said, that's the spirit. Because a lot of people don't live through the war. But hey, the minute he jumped out there and shit, but you didn't survive. Why? Because you wasn't actually knowing what you was getting yourself into. Count the cost. You gotta count the cost, man. Like the apostle said, the dudes out there really don't know what you involved in. You know this is a war, right?
Right.
Heck, the arrows is flying and shit. If you don't know how to cover up with your shield, your ass gonna get shot. Like that dude in Maccabees, that speared the elephant and shit. Did you not know the elephant was gonna fall on your ass?
Obviously
Why go
not.
under? I'm looking
Obviously not.
Yeah, that's
Nigga
it.
didn't think about it.
He didn't think. Hey,
He said, damn.
hey, because the elephant in the room gonna crush your ass if you don't know
Damn.
what the hell is going on,
The
man.
elephant in the room is Babylon the Great.
Yeah, all this shit gonna crush you if you don't know what the hell you involved in. You know? Brother's got.
Yeah,
Zion, go ahead. Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 1:6, and it reads, Then said I, Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, behold, I cannot speak, for I am a child.
Man, and that's in this limited frame that we have in these mortal bodies, man. There is no doubt when it comes to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. If he called you to do something, then you're going to succeed in that purpose, man. So don't count yourself out of the fight before you even stepped in the motherfucking ring, man.
That's right! Man.
Verse 7, But the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai said unto me, Say not, I am a child, for thou shalt go to all that I shall send thee, and whatsoever I command thee, thou shalt speak.
All right, so that's a clear indicator, man, that you shouldn't count yourself out of the fight before you even stepped into the ring, man. If Yahweh Shem Yahushai proposed a purpose for you, you're going to exceed in that purpose.
That's
Regardless
right!
of how it looks in your mind or in somebody else's mind, man. And the main thing is, when we're going out, you got to remember, we're not going out speaking our words. We're going out speaking the words of the Heavenly Father. As he just said, man, we're going to speak the words that Yahweh Shem Yahushai told us to speak.
That's
We're
right!
coming out of the scriptures, not our own vain opinion, man. Right? Okay? And there's power in that, because that shows the temperance of the mission that we've been given, man.
Yeah.
This is something of a higher power. This is something that's been ordained by the Spirit, man.
Man, that's the spirit, bro. Because Jake will go into any other thing. The nigga want to be a ball player because he seen what Kobe could do and shit. Nigga want to be a rapper because he like Kanye. Nigga want to do all this stuff and really will put in the time and the effort and all that crap to do what you can do in this world. How much more the Lord telling you, you do this, you're going to get that. You don't think the Lord is going to make it happen? Come on now. And Jake succeeds in this worldly bullshit. And they go far and beyond everybody else. Why? Because we're the people of the Lord. Whatever we put our hands to do, whether it be good or bad, we take it to a whole nother level. How much more this kingdom that the Lord has prepared. He's like, you believe in it, all you have to do is seek ye first this kingdom. And all that you thinking about is going to be added unto you at the appropriate time.
Right, this verse 8, Be not afraid of their faces.
No, be not afraid. And this was our own people that Jeremiah's got, because you know Jake's scary as hell. But we ain't even afraid of this fucking devil. He's like Goliath on the field. Okay. scare us. You know, because that's why the shit got loud. Satan roaring and shit.
I'm not impressed.
We ain't impressed by that bullshit, man. You know, we on the road to the kingdom, man.
Hey, that's why people hate niggas, man.
Yeah.
Niggas are a nuisance to society.
Look, he rolled by, he set off all kind of alarms. It's like, God damn,
But yet they,
He said,
yet
yeah,
Jake
I
ain't
can set off
hearing the
alarms.
alarms. You ain't hearing the alarm
Right.
of war.
And real soon, the Lord gonna have the robot dogs chase niggas like that.
Oh yeah, they gonna catch them too, right?
Yep.
And
Yeah,
these
'cause he's
niggas want a
fat
loud
already,
ass engine and shit. Well, the chariots are gonna be soundless.
Hey, they gonna hear that fucking trumpet though.
Yeah. And they gonna hear the missiles being shot off.
Go ahead.
All right, this Jeremiah 1:8 again from the top. Be not afraid of their faces.
Be not afraid of their faces. I think that's one of the main things that gets Jake tripped up
Oh, man.
coming out on the streets.
Oh, yeah.
They're afraid of their perception, or they're afraid of defending the gospel to a scoffer or a scorner. Okay, the Lord said, don't be afraid of their faces,
Yeah,
man. He's
yeah.
going to make our foreheads hard against their foreheads.
right.
Okay? And because it's written, that means it stands true. Now, the question is whether you believe that or not, man.
And when you know the bitter end of these motherfuckers, man, you ain't even phased about it.
Not phased.
Most High's gonna fucking destroy these people, man.
Right.
That's
Ain't worried about
right.
that shit.
Yeah, that's the spirit, bro. Because every battle that Israel fought, especially during the era of David, he always went to the Lord first. Right, you gonna win it or get out. It was like, hey, I've delivered them into thy hand, and they knew going in there already knowing they through, they done, they shook, they melted, they nothing. That's why we come out every week, week in and week out, throw up the videos like this. It's gonna hit Esau where it hurts.
Yep.
If we may not see what Esau is feeling and shit, but we know the elites is like, fuck, damn, again.
Hey, it's a
Damn, we got
proverb.
rid of their video and they here again and shit. Horrible.
It's a proverb that the battle or the war is already won before it's fought.
Woo!
You know?
That's it.
It
Yeah.
should be to the point where like you could be able to look at these scoffing niggas and like see them melting.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, I look at everything that's going on in the world. It's been prophesied. That should make you more jump out there. Brothers jumping
Right.
out there when we wasn't seeing nothing.
Right.
The
Right.
apostles was out there when they didn't see anything. The CHIP was just a distant dream.
Yeah.
But now it's here, it's everywhere. Right. But yet it was written aforetime. You gotta see it.
Vision.
You gotta vision, huh? Hey, to have vision, that's a manly trait again. If you call yourself a man, you gotta have vision, man.
And you better be thankful that you're a man, though.
Oh,
You
yeah,
have to be.
yeah.
You gotta thank the Most High even more that you're a man and not a woman.
That's it.
Hey, that's the spirit which you said. Because someone in the world told me that, yeah, man, our women, they just don't have. They only look in the now. They don't have the vision like we do.
Woo!
And that's you just said it. You got to be a man to have the
You
vision.
you have to be, man. That's the spirit.
All right, this is Jeremiah 1:8. Be not afraid of their faces,
Woo!
for I am with thee
Huh.
to deliver thee, said the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Verse 9.
Man.
Then the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai put forth his hand and touched my mouth.
Woo!
And the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai said unto me, Behold, I have put my words in thy mouth.
Hey.
That scripture is beautiful, man, because when you look at certain scriptures, some of them are twofold, some of them are threefold. Hey, read it again, bro.
From the
From the top, Baba
Right.
Shah.
This is Jeremiah 1:9 from the top, and it reads, Then the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai put forth his hand and touched my mouth.
All right, who's the mouthpiece of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai? It's his prophets, man. That's
right.
He's the one that ordained us and gave us the unction to go out and teach. But not to teach of our own vain opinion, but to teach his word, man. Okay? But also, too, it says Yahweh Hashem Yahushai put forth his hand. Who's the hand of Yahweh
That's
Hashem
it, bro.
Yahushai? It's
Yahweh
Yahweh
Shai.
Shai, man. And he said he touched my mouth. Yahweh Shai is with his prophets, man.
Yeah.
Okay? What's the scripture say? When two or more are gathered in my name, I am amongst
There
thee.
he is.
Yahweh Shai said that, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
Reading on, and the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai said unto me, Behold, I have put my words in thy mouth.
So what do you have to be afraid of, man? You're not out here giving a filibuster or reading a personal essay. You're out here teaching the prophecies of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Everything that you need to say and every message that you need to deliver is already written therein, man. All you need to do is go out and teach it. All right? It's that simple.
You eat the whole roll. You gotta eat the whole thing. You can't just like the sweet part, like I like that. The whole thing. Because like it said in Jeremiah, it said he was touched by the Lord's hand upon his mouth to speak the words of Yahweh Shemashah. But what did he actually speak about? He spoke about war, evil, pestilence.
There it is,
man.
right here.
You got to be a soldier to survive all those things. And the Lord said his men going to eat in the time when others ain't eating. Going to drink when others are thirsty. They're going to rejoice for joy of heart because they're going to know I did what I was commanded to do. But there ain't no glory to me, glory to the Lord.
That goes into having discipline too, because the scriptures say, through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom. So you can't handle this stuff right now. What you gonna be in that day, man?
And you ain't gonna want to jump out there when all hell is breaking loose and this you know,
This is the rock.
with a garment and shit, and niggas can't go into a bank account, or niggas is burning shit down, and there's robot dogs and shit in the streets. You know, you ain't gonna go out there then, because the prophecy was already prophesied, and you in the prophecy, it's gonna be too late then.
It's too late to repent too.
Yeah.
In the middle of you getting judged.
Yeah.
Too late to apologize.
Late. So now is the time. Do what you can do.
Hey, I was watching a TV show, and the dude was like, hey, we have to stop doing what we're doing so we won't end up in the flashback of why he becomes evil. And then he was like, and then like he started bugging out. I was like, wait, we're in the flashback. Oh no! He started bugging out again. Like
you gonna be hoping to go back to this time when we're in that time. But the ones that were in this time prophesying is gonna be like, no, this time and beyond. Because we got to get through this time coming to get to the kingdom.
And what the scriptures say, while they yet had liberty. That's talking about this time now, before all hell breaks loose, man. Okay, those that have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of this doctrine, of this gospel, you should be excited to go out and do the work during this time. Because you're going to have the knowledge that this is our last captivity. This is the last time we're going to be called to do this work, okay? You should be putting your best foot forward, knowing that the things that progress from now until Yahweh Shai comes, man, is not going to happen again, man. We are not going back into slavery. Woo! In the kingdom of heaven, we're not going to be on the street corners preaching, man. This work that we're doing is supposed to be done now, and it's going to be completed in this last time. Now, right, it's going to be written. We're going to be in the kingdom. This is the book of the church in Inglewood. You know, it's going to have all those stories written like how we talk about at the job. You know, that the angels are keeping account and writing the book of remembrance, man. Yeah. Like the apostle said, we are continuing in the books of the Acts of the Apostles. You know, the work that we're doing now is going to be written in the kingdom. And what's going to be said to you? A warrior for Yahweh Shai, 144K was behind the keyboard. Nah, man. No.
Hey, and it's funny because Baruch was, you can say Baruch was like on the keyboard at his time.
Yeah, he was a scribe. He was a scribe,
right?
But he was out on
but guess what? What he didn't do was he didn't just keep writing for Jeremiah and just sat in his house. Right. No, when Jeremiah was in that prison, he went out and prophesied what Jeremiah told him to write down. Yep. So it goes to show you he took action. Jeremiah's in the prison. I gotta go out there and prophesy. I gotta go speak.
I got a quick precept. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 13. And it reads, we having the same spirit of faith, according as it is written.
It's the spirit that jumps on you, the spirit of faith. And men have faith. Because feminine means what? No faith. Without faith.
It says, I believe, and therefore have I spoken.
So if you believe, therefore you're going to speak, man. Like, I got something to say, you know? Like, you're going to have something to say. And it said, speak, O thou young man, if there be need of it. And you know this is the time to speak, because the brother said, what's about to happen will never happen again. It's just a one-time thing. And if you were there, you were there. If you ain't there, you wasn't there. You know?
We also believe and therefore speak.
We also believe and therefore speak. You know, we're like, oh, I don't know if I can do what the apostles do. But something in you like, I mean, you're looking at the apostles like, the apostles got it. But you got to remember, they're waxing, you know, older or wiser in the truth. But it said young men are called for what? Their strength. They came in as young men. They have experience. They warred. You're a young man. Fuck, you don't wait till you fucking 57 and shit. No, get your ass out here right now. Right. You hear this word, come out. Like when Magneto said, and no more hiding. Come out. Right. No more hiding. Join the brotherhood of outcasts. You know? It's about that time, man. This is a calling out. This is a congregation, is the gathering of the Israelites. What were we gathered for in the wilderness? What? War. We had to go to war for our land, man.
This is Jeremiah 28, 8 and 9.
This is what we come to speak. This is what the prophets come to speak. You gotta remember, prophets lived in these times when these great evils happened. Jeremiah was in the time when the Babylonians sacked Jerusalem. Daniel was taken into captivity. He was in the captivity. Ezekiel was by the river. They were all caught up in that time frame that they prophesied. And they prophesied of future events. And even Ezra knew, like, woe is me. Woe is me. Who's going to deliver me in that time? Knowing that he was going to come back. Yep. Go ahead, huh?
This is Jeremiah 28 and 8. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old, prophesied both against many countries.
Against many countries.
Against many kingdoms.
Against many kingdoms.
Of war.
Of war.
And of evil.
And of evil.
And of pestilence.
And of pestilence.
Right.
And that's dangerous as hell. But the soldiers looking at it like, never tell me the odds. You know? Man, let's go. Where's the war at? Where's the fight? But nigga hiding the shit. I don't know. War though? Evil though? Pestilence. Man, you gotta go do it, man. And the Lord don't like that scary, timid, cowardly lion spirit.
And like the Arcadians, they send their arrows, block out the sun, but we will fight in the shade.
He's like, you just had to say it. They was laughing on the field and shit. He just had to say it. Say what? Oh, we were fighting the shade. Like, they was just laughing at it, man.
Hey, it's a VeggieTales episode, King David.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He was fighting Goliath. Goliath was a big ass cucumber, but they showed the camp of Israel, and they was all hiding. King Saul was in the tent sipping lemonade and shit. And David was the only one like,
What the hell's going on?
That's hustle shit.
Hey, because he had the faith that our power was going to deliver, as he has always done. Like, he knew the stories of the Exodus. Like, whoa, that's what our power did. Okay, who the fuck is this uncircumcised piece of shit standing before me? I don't give a fuck what he got. We serve the power of heaven and earth, a God of war. That was in the Song of Moses. He is a man of war. I don't give a damn who this warrior is standing before me. The God I serve is a man of war. He's gonna take this dude out. That's it.
Verse 9, 28, Jeremiah 28 and 9. It says, the prophets which prophesied of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophets be known that the Lord hath truly sent him.
And that's it.
Right.
Peace is going to come, but after what? War. For glory's sake. For vengeance sake. War. I mean, because if you want peace, because Jake want all the peace and all the women and lemonade and shit, well, you got a war for it, man. You got to fight, because he about to take it all away from you. He's telling you, hey, he's telling you, you shall own nothing and be happy. Oh shit, those is fighting words, huh? Oh, that mean war then. Okay, so you telling me that you gonna take what I can? So you gonna, like, remember Leonidas? You gonna bring the heads of conquered kings to my city steps? Like, come on, huh? You can't do that shit. Not here.
Yeah,
not here.
Esau's coming, and he coming for more than earth and water, man. He wants your fucking soul, Jake.
Oh man, he wants you.
I want your soul.
Damn, he's like, you will find that I am kind. Hey man, come on, man. You gotta bow to Yahweh Shemashah. He gonna lift you up. He just want to put you down and keep your ass down.
Ultimately, he wants to kill you.
And that's a warrior
Who's
mind
the
state.
master?
He wants to destroy us. We have to have the mind state that he's already destroyed, and we're gonna destroy him through our power. Yahweh Shemashah. But it begins with this word, because how they said this man was gonna be consumed by the Spirit. Woo! Of the Lord's mouth. It was the Lord's mouth, his prophet. Then the Lord's going to destroy him with the brightness of his coming. You got to believe that. This is prophesied long ago by Enoch, the seventh from Adam, saying that the Lord was going to come with 10,000
Of his saints.
Who are the saints? The Israelites. Who are the people of the Most High? Israelites.
And the angels know.
And the angels. Yeah, that's right. Hey, I know you got something, Donald. Go on, bring it out. Bring it up. I know you sold something too, bro.
This is in Luke 14 and 28.
Woo!
For which of you intending to build a tower sitteth not down first and counteth the cost?
Yeah, because if you building a tower, that's a war preparations. Oh shit. All right, army's coming about 12,000 strong. We need to build this tower so we can have the watchmen to look out.
You know a precept for that? To run into the strong tower.
Then you are saved.
Yes,
The righteous
yeah.
runneth into it. The name of the Lord is his tower.
And that was a place where you can pick motherfuckers off too.
Hey, I can sniper, like this brother says, the most important really in the battalion, in the group, because he's watching everybody's back.
Yeah.
So he's like, shit, I can't let that brother get took out. You know, so that's a very important position. You high up, you're safe, but then you can see everything. I can see everything. Go ahead, huh?
Says, sit it not down first and count the cost.
Yeah, that's what the king does. He's like, all right, no war is coming. I'm just gonna sit here in my castle and drink wine all goddamn fucking day, or I'm gonna get ready. Had the preparations. Get ready. Hey, well, they coming. They ain't about to stop. He is coming. This nigga's building a trench against the walls right now. Like Lord King, they're building a trench. They don't worry about fuck that more wine. Let's party. We can't be like Belshazzar. They was partying and shit while the Persians and Medes was building a trench against the walls and shit. And not even knowing the writing was on the wall for us, that like, nigga, they coming in. That's tonight.
He just presented the robot dogs, but that's just something he's showing the people. You know he got shit way bigger than that.
Bro, and that's the spirit, because if you on a high vantage point like the tower, you seeing these motherfuckers got war elephants, they got all this shit. They coming with, now you gotta have a weapon that can meet that. You gotta have a battalion that can meet that. Can y'all go up against these elephants? Shit, hell yeah. Remember on 300, they said they brought beasts from half the world away. They was fucking throwing them off the cliff and shit. That's what we gotta be, in the spirit.
Hey, so
right?
like to your point, I read an article about a year ago. They got robot cheetahs.
Woo! And like on not Terminator, Transformers. I remember the shit was metallic and moving.
Yeah, they got that too.
Yeah.
I saw a video clip of a robot. They had him locked up, and he like melted it so.
It became like Terminator, liquid metal. Then it came through the bars and reassembled itself. But you know what was spiritual? The Lord had me, right when that article came out, the Lord had me watch The Mandalorian. It was a particular episode, so I get for the spoiler, but it was like the robots was like, we gonna be discontinued. A lot of us been since the separatist time and shit, and they're like, they gonna give our jobs to the humans, but they're like, but we have a lot we still can do. It's like human life is short, and it's like we owe everything to our what they call them, what they call the humans and shit. They call them
They call them creators, didn't they?
not, but they call them something. You have an AI, which is artificial intelligence. They call them damn, what is that word? They call them damn, I forgot. But they was like, we owe everything to you humans and shit. And they like, that's the least we can do, and they was all cheering and shit. Best believe these robots that's coming from brothers gonna turn. They gonna turn and fight against Esau. It can happen. It's easy that it can happen because the Lord in the past, armies that came against Israel, they killed each other. The Lord put the spirit on them to kill one another. Gideon.
Yeah. And that's the whole concept of singularity. This nigga's AI is not gonna do what he plans for it to do, man. And it's gonna flip on it.
Yeah, the Most High is in control of all
That's
things.
why.
Everything.
That's why.
Hey, that's the spirit because those robots they operate off frequencies.
Yeah.
You know, orders given. But you mentioned that the story of Gideon.
Yeah.
It was a certain frequency that had the armies bug out and kill each other. They had to like smash the pot, and it was something they were yelling in Hebrew like Gideon, the sword of the Lord.
Yeah.
And then also they had
the trumpets blowing.
The trumpets blowing. That created a frequency. And the Midianites, they started bugging out, and it said every man's sword turned to his brother.
Yeah, and it was at night too. It was a night. It was like unexpected. They didn't expect it to happen. But like you said, they screamed Yahweh and Gideon and the sword of the Heavenly Father. And they was, oh shit. So they didn't know what the hell to do. They called them organics. So it's like, you organics made us. It's the least we can do.
So
Like,
Esau, he not doing what he doing with these frequencies and having people bug out is nothing new.
AI, it's just like it's just like in the ancient Persian Empire, they had 1 million man strong army, right? And they called that elite group the Immortals, right? Because everyone you cut down, it was like 10 motherfuckers coming from that one dude, like that, like as if they was never ended. And this dude has robots and shit like that. But what did they say? We'll put their name to the test. All right, shit. You know, hey, because I remember this brother Kasaja, he said he seen the robot. He said, I want to fight that robot. Like, you gotta have that spirit. Like, fuck it. Okay, it's a robot. Man. Shit. And many brothers had dreams that they was breaking robots to pieces.
Yeah.
Brother had a stab, beam, boom, breaking it to pieces. Nothing. And on that Luke Skywalker spirit when he came through that corridor and shit, slicing through
Hey,
and
cause
shit.
I had a vision that the elect were fighting them robots. They were guarding the entrances to the underground bunkers, man.
Oh, hell yeah, you know they got them, bro.
Yeah, it was like the Tesla robots and a whole bunch of super soldiers, man.
Hell yeah, bro.
Hey, our forefather wrestled
Angel.
Woo! Fuck a robot.
The fuck is a robot gonna do, bro? You know? And we gonna break tanks, vocab. He's gonna come, brother. We gonna break more than that. We gonna break jaws, we gonna break nations, we gonna break people. We gonna break them down.
Hey, so like I seen this picture of this Edomite in his wheelchair, and his whole shit was hooked up with guns and all type of shit.
God damn.
Yeah, he was really ready. So how much more like these super soldiers? They coming with it, man.
Yeah, they coming with it, bro. You don't think the Lord gonna amp up his men? Hey, this whole time has been a preparation for the nations to gear up. You don't think the Lord gonna gear up his men?
Right.
When we came out of Egypt, we were slaves, right? They're just slaves, right? When we came out, it tells you in the Exodus, with that we read and we recite every year in the Hebrew. What did it say? It said that very same day came out the armies of the Lord out of Egypt. So the Lord already preparing us with great substance, all right? So the Lord is preparing the army right here. And that's why great fear is falling upon our enemies, man. We ain't done nothing yet, but we soon gonna do something, Lord's willing.
That's right.
You know? You got something else more? Or was you still reading the Dhamma?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It says, "But which of you intending to build a tower, sitteth not down first and counteth the cost?"
Hey, so you calling on the name of Yahweh Shemal Shai as that tower, count the cost. But you gotta remember the Lord said, all right, the days of trouble at hand, yeah, but I will deliver you from the same. How about that? Because the captain and finisher of our faith, he already won.
That's right.
He said he's gonna be with us even unto the end of this age.
And the scriptures also say through thy name shall we push down our enemies.
And enforceability, pushing them down. The airbending.
Hey, Salaki, I had a vision of that recently. The robots came in. I actually had the scriptures in my hand. I was blocking with the scriptures. I was going lightning bolts. I had the scriptures in my hand the whole time. That was the spirit.
That's the power.
Representing the word. And it's funny because to get in a vision, these pieces of paper kept coming out of my mouth with scriptures on them. I was like, what is going on with this?
Bro, you gotta do a lesson on that.
I didn't bring out that paper part, but that was in the vision.
Go ahead,
It says, "Whether he have sufficient to finish
Hey,
it."
so do you have enough to finish it? You have enough funds? Because you, like spiritual bank account. Brothers got enough, like, boom. Just like he bringing out all this money for his military. All right, shit. He come with robots. All right, faith. You got it. And the Lord's like, all right, I already got your foundations. They settled. You good. He can attack you all you want, but you ain't gonna be moved because you on a rock. That's the part of the wind and the rain that blew. It's these robot dogs and soldiers and fucking every goddamn thing that's coming. Yep. Go ahead,
When, real quick, when you go into that word power, that it says this to the people is foolishness, but this foolishness to us is the power of the Most High. That word power goes into dynamis, or dunamis, and it goes into power for performing miracles. And then in the Strong's definition, it specifies, it says violence.
Violence!
So the spiritual power is going to be synonymous with violence. We're going to fucking, like the brother Muwatzak says, when these men get this power, they're going to know what to do with it. They're going to be robbing no damn banks. They're going to be killing niggas, man.
That's right!
Hey, killing motherfuckers.
Hey, DTA?
Yeah.
DTA! So death to Babylon and death to niggas, man. Because niggas don't believe in this power. Black people don't believe in this power. Latinos don't believe in this power. Featherheads don't believe in this power. But Israel does. That's right. Because it's already been performed in the past. And it's only going to be even greater to an exponential ability in this time.
Hey, and it's written, so we know it to be true, man.
Come on
Hey,
now.
just to land back off the bro, you can have a knockout. You can have knockout power, but if you're scared to use it, you don't have that power. Right?
Exactly.
So if you got the faith, you can be hitting you like one hitter quitters. You know, knocking niggas out.
That's a good. You gotta have faith in it.
Yeah, you gotta have faith in that power.
Yeah?
Man.
That's right.
Woo! That's it. Go ahead,
Least happily after he had laid the foundation.
So you had the foundation, you believe in Yahweh Shai, you say, but the Lord's like, okay, the foundation is there. Now begin to build up. Because the foundation is laid, but the house and all that ain't even there yet. You gotta build up now.
That's
You
right.
have a foundation. Build. The Lord's like, well, you already got it. Go home. Step out. I told you to go. I'm with you. You gotta step up. Go ahead.
And is not able to finish it.
Oh, but you ain't able to finish. Like, and there's a reason people gonna look at you like this damn clown. We have the power of heaven and earth, of all things. There's nothing that is impossible with our power, but possible. So, then the Lord looking at you like, look, this dude don't believe that. Like, hell with this clown, man. The Lord wants the faithful man. Go ahead,
All that behold it begin to mock him.
They all you fallouts and all you clowns, man. And they mocking you. They ain't mocking the Lord though. They mocking your dumb ass because you didn't count the cost. You are a goddamn coward, man. You know?
And it's gonna be a testament against you too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
For a goddamn coward. I said, don't
Yeah.
even discuss
Yeah.
matters of war with a coward and shit.
Right.
You know? Go ahead.
That's right. He says, saying, this man began to build and was not able to finish.
And that's mainly us saying that. Oh, this dude, you know, he had everything. He had it, man. He had the footwork. He had it all. Ain't like on Hercules. Remember he's talking about Achilles?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
man, this dude had it all. He had the footwork. He had the bat. He's like, but that shit ain't gonna heal this. He got nicked there once and kaboom, boom. You fell to nothing. You gotta know that hey, whatever happens, the Lord is with me all the way to the end. Even if it means death, the Lord rose from the dead. So that ain't even nothing. Because he about, well, I'll kill you. Go ahead, I'm already dead
What's
anyway.
the scripture say? Beautiful in the sight of the Lord is the death of
The
the
saints,
saints.
because we're not really dead. We only just transferred from this life to the next. Go ahead,
He says, or what king going to make war against another king sitteth not down first and consulteth whether he be able with 10,000 to meet him that cometh against him with 20,000.
Woo! And I remember the Apostle Gabar wrote that down, and he said pretty much when you're crowned that king, you building that tower, you already against the odds. The odds are against you. But yet your spirit is so strong in the Lord, like, I can do it. I can do it. I'm capable to meet this small number with that greater number, and we still gonna overcome. That's the spirit that you gotta have, man. Because we already against the odds. Like, man, y'all can't go up against Eve. Who can defeat the beast? Oh, I'll tell you one. The Yahweh Shai. And those that have the blood of Mashiach is going to overcome this man and his system and his mark and all this shit that's coming, man.
Who could be against us?
Hey, like on 300, he said, with all the nations gathered against us, I hope there's only but one down there that can meet the challenge, man. You know, because he was like, well, shit, I can't do it, so maybe the robot can do it. Well, if the robot can't do it, then what else you got? Well, your missile, you throw that shit out the way like Hancock. What else you got? Go ahead, huh?
Says, or else while the other is yet a great way off.
Hey, and that's E, because E might be marching to you and shit. He's like, man, these dudes ain't backing down. Oh yeah, just tell the men to go home. Shit, we can't win. The elites know that it's a losing fight, but they still got that in their mind, like, hey, we can do it. But the rest of these Edomites are broken. They through. You see Esau just walking up and down the street. They see us, they're done. They're through. The heathen, they're shook. They're scared because we're so adamant. We become a landmark in the land. I remember brother said that years ago. We're like a national landmark. You ain't gonna go to no corner, no downtown area without seeing the men of the Lord. Man. We've become like a bracket in society. Like, there you gonna see him, man. He'll be over there. Go ahead, Doc.
Real quick, this is the word persevere, because the brother was going into how there's no when continuing to press through, even though it looks like it's going to be a defeat. Right?
Yeah.
Right. It says in the Oxfords, persevere to continue in the course of action, even in the face of difficulty or with little or no prospect of success. So when and that's what it is for this time. It's like it says, a wave to a drop.
Yeah.
And he's going to use a small number to confound many. Seemingly it's a guaranteed defeat for us. but the men of the Lord are going to persevere, man.
Bro, can't nobody defeat the shield wall that the Lord have given us. Can't nobody defeat that. I don't give a fuck what you come with. Faith can overcome. It said through faith they subdue what? Kingdoms.
I was holding that.
Hey, go ahead.
I'm going to start at verse 32. Hebrews chapter 11, verse 32.
That's the spirit.
It says, and what shall I say more? So like, what shall more I say? So like, and what shall I more say? For the time would fail me to tell of Gideon,
Whoa.
and of Barak, and of Samson,
Whoa.
and of Jephthah, of David,
Whoa.
also, and Samuel, of the prophets.
And of the prophets. Man.
Sorry.
All these men did great miracles, it was seen. They had superhuman abilities, supernatural abilities.
Super
man. Most
faith.
Super faith. And you like, shit, I don't know if I can. But if you believe you can do those things, the Lord said you're going to do the things I did and greater. Because we're doing it through who? Him. Yahweh Shemel.
Hey, Yahweh Shai did some great things.
Great things. That if there were books to be written, I don't think the earth itself could contain the books. That would
And
be
even when
written.
you deal with the direct disciples of the Lord, the 12 in the book of Acts during the Pentecost, and after that, they did great things.
Man, great things, bro.
Killed people, all type of stuff.
And it said Peter's shadow was just healing people.
Yeah.
So if his shadow was healing, imagine your shadow just destroying motherfucker. I remember the elder Kazak in Mississippi was like, I just want to just be walking and my presence is just disintegrating motherfucker. That's the spirit.
Hey,
and he believes he can have that.
They showed that, on the more in that movie Godzilla. I don't know if it was the first or the second one, but
He was so radioactive.
he was just walking by and shit was melting.
That's the spirit, bro. We gonna have that ability, man. I believe.
Verse 33, it says, who through faith subdued kingdoms.
Through faith, kingdoms were subdued. Man, that's one of my favorite right there. Through faith. They say through a sword and fucking military might and all that. It said through faith, subdue this kingdom right here that thought it would never fall down. Through the faith of the men of the Lord, in Yahweh Shemel Shai, this kingdom was crumbling. Just like Jericho. Just marched around it, came down. The walls, through faith.
It's like the land back off of Dom again, going into that word persevere. Imagine having face to face with a dragon or one of the big robots. The average person would be like, oh, like
Cowering.
But having that faith is like, that's spiritual power, bro.
Yeah,
Like, That's it.
Face that shit.
Yeah, that feel good too to know, like, man, I don't give a fuck. Like, kill me, like, that was good. It says, who through faith subdued kingdoms, wrought righteousness.
Wrought righteousness, which means that the righteousness of the Lord was performed through these men. Go ahead.
Obtained promises.
Obtain promises through the faith. You brothers on the comment board, you gonna obtain promises, but you gotta go out there and get it. Speak it into existence. Want it, hold it, caress it, make love to it, like a woman. You want her, you see her, there she goes, she's back.
Yeah.
Go get it.
Her name is Sophia.
Her name is Sophia. Yeah, wisdom. That's it.
Yeah, but that's a spirit, because I was thinking that's low level. Jake might see a little cool little chick, but if you don't go over there, if you don't have the confidence to talk to her, then you're not gonna get it.
Yeah, that's right, bro. Takes confidence with faith.
It says, stop the mouths of lions.
Whoa, stop the mouths of lions. You said, bro, you walking in the face of a dragon. We really are at the face of a dragon.
Right.
Fuck seven-headed dragon. Come on, do your work. And they gonna blow fire and shit. We like my man Doom. Is that the best you can do? A little heat. You just getting better, because if we're those precious stones and that gold and that silver, that fire ain't gonna do nothing but purify us, make us better.
Yeah, come burn us.
Yeah.
We want the burn.
Yeah, we want it.
You're not gonna know Yahweh Shai gonna be in the midst.
Oh, in the furnace, we gonna be we all this song like, walking in the midst of it. Go ahead,
It says, quench the violence of fire.
The three holy souls, that's right.
Escape the edge of the
You
sword.
want to escape the edge of the sword? Like, ooh. Hey, remember one of David's mighty men killed an Egyptian, really, man, with his own spear. He went down there with a staff, pulled out, like, damn, he dead with his own shield. Hey, same with David, he killed Goliath with his own sword. Yeah.
It says, out of weakness were made strong.
Boom, that's it. Out of weakness. Yeah, I don't know if I can do it. But out of weakness, you are made strong through the Lord.
It says, wax Valiant in fight.
Wax valiant in fight. You like, damn, it's 1,000 fucking soldiers coming, robot dogs, but then you just get that power, just like it tells you in the book of Judges, saying, upon Samson fell mightily the spirit of the Lord. And you can only be in two spirits, a prophetic, ecstatic spirit or a warlike spirit. So if we're in a prophetic, ecstatic spirit now doing the work of gift, best believe when that time comes, the Lord gonna amp us up to the warlike spirit. Like, Lord, y'all believe in it? There it is. You got it. Do what you gonna do. Lord's will.
It says, turn to flight the armies of the aliens.
Whoa, and you go into that word turn to flight, or put to flight, that means put to death. That's an ancient world saying to put to death. Because the army's gonna be fleeing, you gonna just put to death everybody and shit, man. Lasering, brothers gonna pop, 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 beating people to powder. Like this brother say, you smacking down bullets. Get that out of here. Shooting them back at people. Man, you gotta believe in these things.
Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 16.
And it's the spirit, his brother's name is Issachar. Yeshashkar means what? He is hired. So Lord's hired us for a job. You don't think we're gonna get the job done? First, now we're prophesying, we're speaking, we're fishing. But soon the Lord like, oh well, you the army, go on get it. And when the walls fell down, what did the Lord say? Take the city. The Lord have given you the city, take it. And this is one big city. You're gonna take it.
Done. Behold, I will send for many fishers, said the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai.
So the Lord is sending for many fishers, men to speak his word, men to catch and grab the men that the Lord wants through his word. It's not us that grabbed the men. It wasn't our apostles and those men that actually grabbed us, but the Lord used them with his spirit to grab us. The Lord's willing with those men to the end. It's a spiritual thing that grabs you. Go ahead,
And they shall fish them. And after I will send for many hunters.
But after that, the Lord's like, I'm going to send for many hunters. Because first we were messengers, right? Going to these different kingdoms saying, war is coming. Our power is going to go to war with all you nations. And the nations, y'all some fools, fuck y'all, whatever. He can bring his best. But then we going to be the same ones. That was the messenger and shit. And you got the armor on like, bro, I told you it was coming. Right. You here now. And please mercy. Like, no mercy is going to be shown. We told you, and you didn't believe.
Huh? And they shall hunt them from every mountain.
Hunt. Whoa, can a brother get the word hunt real quick? In that Jeremiah 16? 16? Let me get it, bro. The blue letter. Go ahead.
And from every hill.
Oh, those are small governments.
And out of the holes of the rock.
Those are the churches. Even deep underground military bases and shit, man. The brother said they're gonna have robots and shit protecting those places. And we're gonna make quick work of those things, man. Because the Lord was like, all right, I preserved them alive, but I didn't preserve these other motherfuckers alive and shit. They're the only ones that's gonna come out. Everybody else is gonna be put to death. Right. That was it. Read it again, bro.
Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, said the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai.
That's right.
And they shall fish them.
Fish them.
And after I will send for many hunters.
Hunters.
And they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rock.
Pretty much saying there ain't gonna be nowhere for you to hide. If you're not in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, we're gonna find you out. You're gonna be hunted down and defeated. And Lord is gonna give us that order. The time has come. Execute order 144. Right. Yes, my Lord. You just go execute it.
Hey, I remember that scene in the first movie, Taken. Yeah. He was on the phone with Dewey. He said, I have a particular set of skills. He said, I will find you.
Yeah. And then remember he was right there. The dude was like talking like, this dude is bugged out. He's crazy. He's like, we talked on the phone. That's the spirit. We don't need luck. We got the spirit of the Lord. We're going to find you out.
So the word hunters in the Hebrew 67:19 is Tazayad.
Tazayad.
It means huntsman.
Huntsman.
Woo! Hunter.
Hunter. Whoa.
Let's go to the root word.
Go ahead. So huntsman, hunter. Go ahead.
In the root word, it means hunting.
Hunting.
Game time.
It's a game. It's a game. It's a game.
Hunting season.
It's a game, man. It's gonna be a beautiful.
Hey, like, what'd your boy tell you, Kwame? It's go time.
He said, hey, thank you, TD.
It's game time.
TD, hunt season, game time.
It's game time.
Ted Bundy.
It's game time, man.
Ted Bundy said, hey, sit at the bar, having a drink.
Yeah, like on Apocalypto. Remember how they let him go free, like go run, and they like, oh shit, they was looking. But it was a game to them. It was a game. So we gonna do that to an even more scary, spooky, spiritual content.
Games are fun. Yeah.
And guess what it says?
Yeah.
It says part of speech. It's a masculine noun. Only a man can have a hunting spirit.
A man is always on the hunt,
Oh, yeah.
whether it be for the booty, spoil, or for your enemy.
Hey, bro, the word hunt in the etymology goes into booty. It says literal booty.
Well, look.
What do you get when you hunt?
Hey,
You're taking something back with you, boy.
Hey,
That's
it
fun.
says right here in the roots word, it says hunting, game hunting, provision, food,
provision,
food supply.
food supply, man. So we gonna be eating, like the brother Zach always said, we gonna be eating, man. We gonna be, man, it's gonna be, Lord's willing, whether it's mean it's gonna be something, you know? Because hey, this is fun to us, doing the work of the Lord. So how much more in that time?
I got some.
Well, you know, you got it. Like, come on, man. Do it up.
This is Deuteronomy 31:6.
Woo!
It says, be strong and of good courage.
Man,
Fear not,
fear not,
nor be afraid of them.
nor be afraid of who are enemies, of people they face. We don't give a shit. Go ahead, out.
And it says, for the Lord Yahweh Bashim thy power,
Yep.
he is that doeth good with me. He will not fail thee nor forsake thee.
The Lord will not fail us nor forsake us. Hey, us as a people, we should have been wiped out, but we still here. So the Lord said, with this remnant, I'm going to destroy the nations and bring back my people through the loins of these men. And the women that are going to be saved to be with these men and their children. And that's a legacy right there.
Let me read it again. This is Deuteronomy 31:6. It says, be strong and of good courage. Fear not, nor be afraid of them.
Be of good courage. Like, you got to get amped up. Like it's about to be a game, huh? Game time.
Yeah.
It's a game, right? You get pumped up before the game, all right? You already know you're going to win.
Hey, going into Esau, that's his game. That's what he's been doing the whole time, hunting blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans.
Yeah.
And they actually have shit he sets up when he goes and actually hunts people.
Man.
That's the whole thing. There's a book in 1945, Agatha Christie, called And Then There Were None. It was about 10 motherfuckers going to an island, and the Esau fucking destroys them. He kills them all. And that book was originally called in the UK 10 Little Niggers.
Hey, but that's the spirit
10
of the
little
Lord.
niggers and 10 little Indians.
Hey, they made a movie based on something like that too, with Ice-T in it.
Yeah.
I forget.
Surviving the game.
Yeah.
Hey, and you know, it said 10 little niggas, right? And Indians and shit. Well, guess what, devil? We're not niggas or Indians, asshole. We're the Israelites.
Right.
We're the princes of the power. So come get it. Hey, Persians, come and get them. Come on. We ready for you to come, asshole.
Yep.
Hey, cause Jacob, hey man, he wrestled an angel. Hey, we ready to whoop your ass, you fucking devil. That's why you coming with the fucking robots and shit. And best believe they gonna turn to our side.
Yep.
They gonna hunt your ass down. We gonna reprogram like, go get eat. Go get his ass.
Hey, we that boxer in the center of the ring that's the opponent running. We like, come meet me in the center.
Right here, man.
Right here.
Right here. Hey, come and face us. A prince of this world, Esau Edom. Hey, cause the Lord ain't got nothing in you, man. You facing the wrong ones. You're facing the ones that buried the hatchet so many generations ago, and we taking it up again. We're that generation that hated your ass. Lord's willing, we're that house of David. And what did David say? Do not I hate them, oh Lord, that hate thee. I hate them, even with a perfect hatred. So fuck you, devil, and all you heathens, and 2/3 of our own people, because you become the enemy.
You know, like I was watching Pastor Sahar's video about a couple days back, and it was about a week ago, and it came up on a live stream, and I watched it, and what he said, fuck you niggas, man, and your mama. That's a beautiful thing, because that's where we're at. He was like, fuck you and your mama, man. That's where this
that's where it's at.
That's where it's at.
And we're about our Father's business, man. That's what it's about, man. And we just like a son would take on his father's his business, right? This is the business of the Lord. The business of the Lord is what? Righteousness and judgment.
Hey, but through the Spirit, if we're those brothers of Yahushua, we're about our Father's business.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
So it's not going to take much convincing for a member of the hopeful elect to come out and do what is required of them.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's it, bro. That's it, because we're going to become the weapon of the Lord. The Lord's creature is going to be a weapon for the revenge of his enemies. And we want to be that weapon. We want to be good for the master's use. I got some.
I got it. Go ahead, Zion.
This is John 9:4, and it reads, I must work the works of him that sent me
Woo!
while it is day.
And this is red letter. When Yahushua came on the scene, he came to do a particular job.
Man.
So those that have been called into their Father's business, we have been called to do a particular job.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
Man.
The night cometh when no man can work.
Woo!
Man.
Yeah, come on. Hey, going to that family of the word, man.
You ain't gonna be able to work.
Yeah, there's going to be a time where the work that we're doing now, you're not going to be able to find us on the highways and edges.
Yeah.
And you're not going to be able to look up your favorite video from the comfort of your home. Social media going to be gone, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's going to be government controlled if you want to get on there.
Yeah.
And the only ones you're going to be able to find is IUI and shit, ISUP, whatever.
And believe me, man, you don't want to be one of those brothers that have the understanding of this knowledge. And when shit goes down, you're going to have the plague in the mind, like, oh, I wish I would have went out and did more.
That's why it says there's going to be a wanting for that wisdom and knowledge in that day.
And they're going to be fainting for thirst, God.
Yeah.
Just to know the plans of the Lord. When the whole time you write comments on the board and you think you know the scriptures, but do you know what's coming? Are you into the prophecies? Because we know what's about to happen, man. We know the society is going to crumble. They're going to push forth that MOTB, the CHIP, and then right after that, the war is already right there.
Ruined.
All the nations is really just choosing their side right now. But what side you on? Are you on the side of the Lord or this world? The Lord already drawn a line in the sand. What fucking side you on, man? No more time for games and playing. The goddamn enemy is about to batter down the fucking walls, man, and the gate. And they about to come through and they about to slaughter everybody on the other side. And the ones on the other side is ready to slaughter their ass when they come. Because the Lord gonna lift up a standard when they come in.
That's right.
You know? You gotta have that mind state like, I gotta fucking take them out before they take me out.
That's right.
You gotta have that spirit, man. That's why we speaking these words. That's why we always go into the destruction of this fucking place.
Yeah.
Your ass gonna get taken out. We ain't about to be taken out. And even if we do die, best believe we gonna rise again because our Lord already rose. He defeated death.
That's right.
That's the last enemy that has to be defeated. He's already done. Go ahead, Doc. That was it? I got it.
Okay, and then we'll close with that.
It's 1 Thessalonians 2 and 4 going into this ministry. It's 1 Thessalonians 2 and 4, and it reads, but as we were allowed of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua to be put in trust with the gospel, even so we speak, not as pleasing men, but Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, which trieth our hearts. I'm going to read it in the NLT. It says, for we speak as messengers approved by Yahweh.
Stamp of approval.
Woo! To believe in the one true power and the one he has sent.
The mark of exemption.
That's it.
Wow.
Judgment. Judgment, man.
Stamp of approval.
Yeah, that's it, brother. That's it. You know you got to stamp the material before they get shipped out.
Yeah,
For the military
yeah,
weapons. That's the Lord's like, hey, they ready to go. I'm about to reveal them real soon. It reads, for we speak as messengers approved by Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, to be entrusted with the good news. Our purpose is to please Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, not people. He alone examines the motives of our hearts.
That NLT be slapping me.
Gotta kick to it.
Yeah. So he knows our motives like David. So I ain't about to take him out. Because the Lord already sent the grace for us. Like you said, grace period. That grace was Yahushua doing what he did. And the Lord's like, hey, I know whom I have chosen. I know they're going to do what I told them to do. You other dudes, I don't know about y'all, but the Lord has a number that's gonna do exactly what the scriptures state. Now, who gonna know that song? Saved the 144,000. Only those men gonna know it. They're gonna get out there. Nothing gonna stop them. Like the apostle said, we're like a juggernaut. We're a juggernaut, bitch. Like we gonna get more strong. Bow, bow. Go through the fucking walls. Wherever you bring it at us, boom, boom, boom. We only getting stronger. Running through everything, man. Yeah, that's the spirit, bro. And you come with your words, you go, bow, we'll run through that shit. You know? Nothing can stop. Yeah, Omni-Man. Hey, like my man Omni-Man told Invincible. He's like, this society is nothing. He's like, there'll be a bunch of cavemen without us. So without doing this world ain't even worth living in. Because this earth was created for our sakes, man. And we have to rid the devil out of it.
And guess what? Best believe we're gonna take it back.
It's already took it, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, we lifted up the banner already. You know how you take the flag and you put it at the other person's place? Hey, the flag, the banner is what? Scriptures. Reign supreme. Like, hey, it's over, it's done.
Hey, didn't Ronald Reagan say that the Bible is the law of the land?
It is.
And so who's bringing out the law? Who's bringing out the Bible? The saints.
The brothers, right?
Yeah. The banner is likened it to a military sigil. Is what, like in fucking Game of Thrones, they had the Lannisters were the lions, and they had their different symbols.
Yeah.
It's a military term, huh?
Yeah.
Most High is a man of war.
Yes. Woo! Hey, and it also goes into standard too.
Yeah.
So the Lord shall lift up the standard. It's going to be physically lifted, the power that the Lord's going to give us. But we already lifting the standard with the word. Brother said he had the dream where he's blocking everything with the word. That's the spirit. We already got the power.
Basically saying like this is the power that's fucking you up.
Yeah.
You know?
We're proclaiming it. Like, that's the spirit.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Gabar. This is our closing script.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 7.
Woo!
And it reads, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works.
By his
By
his works.
Oh, shit.
Message.
Yeah, man, this ain't just lip service,
Hammer
man.
time, you know?
You know, we're speaking from the book. You know, we're giving you warning. You know, remember, this is the labor of love. We're not trying to be bullies out here, man. We generally want the hopeful elect to wake up so we can get out of here.
Right.
But that requires those same hopeful elect to do their due diligence, man.
That's the spirit. Like, remember on the second 300 where they was at the table and then the dude's son was like ready to fight?
Yeah.
He's like, nah, he ain't ready to sit at the table with men yet. Like, he's still a boy. So you brothers on the cover board, you gotta be men to be able to sit at the table.
On that card it says, we jam.
We jam.
We jamming.
Yeah, we jamming, man.
Jamming on the one.
That true song.
Yeah, man, that's it. We jamming.
Go ahead, Gabar.
It says, and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith.
Be able to escape. That goes into standard again. You go into that word, it means to reappear, disappear, escape, fly, take flight, destroy, you know? So the Lord is only going to lift up the standard for those that have put in work and believe.
That's right. It goes hand in hand.
They know it. He didn't just sit there. He had to put in work to build the ark to save.
Hey, that was laborious.
That's
super.
it.
Because not only did he have to physically build that ark, but he also had to preach too.
Woo! Man,
That's a
it,
lot
bro.
of work.
That's a lot of work, guys. Serious.
It says, finishing out, it says, whereby ye have believed.
Whoa! Whereby you have believed, and if you believe, you're going to what? Speak. Woo! Man, you speak or forever hold your peace, so help you the most high power in the sun.
That's right. That's right.
Speak.
Yeah. So once again, just to segue back to the beginning of the lesson, there's no free ride into the kingdom. Okay, you're gonna have to do the work and be approved, man.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the bottom line.
Man.
So Lord willing, you know, this street preaching, this righteous exhortation was edifying to the hopeful elect.
That's right.
We want to give all glory and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
All right, once again, double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstones who lead by example, rule well. And peace and salutations to the hopeful elect who are continuing to fight and teach us the bars of truth and sincerity, man. This has been Great Millstone Los Angeles, Church in Inglewood. Until next lesson, I want to say Shalom.
DTA, ball, yeah! And DTA, niggas! That's right.
laser eyes.
Hold on! You